Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Williams Gymnasium. I'm your host, Jacob Dickinson.
And I am Mr. Corrales, a.k.a. Coach Corrales. Teach Spanish here at the high school and wrestling coach. Volunteering tonight for some help here with AHS Live.
We're pleased to have you here, Senor Corrales, or Mr. Corrales. Tonight's matchup is your Anacortes Seahawks versus the Oak Harbor Wildcats. Oak Harbor's got a pretty big team there. We're just getting ready to start our first JV match of the night.
The great thing about Oak Harbor right now is a lot of dual meets. Some schools that will come will be missing some weight classes, so tonight should be pretty full.
Yes.
As far as our varsity matching goes. So we got our first youth exhibition match going on right now. So before our high schoolers wrestle, we'll have some youth wrestling too. Some Hawkeyes.
There we go. Force out there.
It's a great opportunity for growing the sport to get into high school. 4 years ago, Anacortes High School, we might have had 6 to 8 wrestlers finish the season.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about 28 right now. So on our boys team, and we've got a girls team with four solid girls that have been wrestling. So it's great to see young wrestlers competing and getting into it right now. So as they get into high school, our team's just going to keep improving.
Good takedown there.
So it's about 49 seconds left. Oak Harbor took the early lead with a 2-point takedown right there. Top man's working a half Nelson on the right side. He's just working on keeping Anacortes' head down, pinned to the mat.
Anacortes up now. Got a leg. Lost the grip. Oak Harbor working around there.
Oh, yeah. Oak Harbor's wrestler, unfortunately for our youth wrestlers, we don't have a roster for them. But it's pretty standard. Oak Harbor's just working on keeping good position up on top, keeping his weight from falling off to the side. And Anacortes is just working to try and get wrists free and motion on the bottom, trying to get an escape for 1 point or a reversal for 2.
I could tell. Very patient here, just waiting out time.
Good, and with that, it's the end of the first period. Oak Harbor is up 2-0. Coin toss. It's going to be red, so Oak Harbor wins the coin toss here. So they get to choose either top, bottom, neutral, or they can defer. So Oak Harbor wins the toss, and they're going to call in the second period to start neutral.
Surprised Oak Harbor wouldn't start in the down position.
Right.
The amount of control that they had early in that first period.
Now with the younger wrestlers, I mean, the strategy in high school, your standard strategy kind of see is start at the bottom position with any opportunity. Oak Harbor getting another takedown right here, so they're up 4-0. Oak Harbor's being pretty physical right now, keeping our head down.
Yeah, a lot of control there. A lot of technique in this young gentleman.
Well, you don't. Go ahead. Sorry.
Anacortes working very well to break Oak Harbor's grip there, as he's fighting to get up, taken back down to the mat.
56 seconds left in the second period. Oak Harbor still got the lead 4-0.
Okay.
Working a half Nelson, got in turn. Now the refs counting back points right here. 3, 4, 5 seconds. So we'll get 3 points there. Now Oak Harbor looking for the ball right here.
That right shoulder's up. Anacortes still got some fight in him.
35 seconds.
It's going to roll back over. Anacortes still not wanting to get pinned.
Holding off the pin right now. Doing a good job of just keeping that shoulder up. It's a tough position to be on your back and try to fight off for 40, 50, even a minute.
10 seconds left here in the second period. Anacortes still fighting up. There's a good bridge there. Looks like that is a pin.
Less than 1 second. Less than 1 second. It's amazing how, I'm sure he'll look back up on the scoreboard. Middle school, high school, you see that 1 second left, and everyone's yelling short time, and you don't know how much time is that. Is that 1 second? Is that 30 seconds? It's a tough spot to be in. wrestlers exchange handshakes with opposing coaches. And Rodney Bickley, the head coach for the Hawkeyes.
Longtime Hawkeyes coach.
Oh yeah, longtime Hawkeyes coach. I think a lot of the kids who come into the high school have a lot of experience just from seeing Coach Bickley. He's a teacher at the middle school also, so whether they wrestle or not, he's having some kind of influence on them to get them out.
He was my coach in middle school for that short stint. Getting ready now for our first JV match of the night. That will be Max Sweetnam and Gavin, what's that? Gennell out of Oak Harbor. The 106 weight class. A lot of fast movements. These guys are quick.
Oh yeah.
Not as much ground and pound as your 285s.
There's definitely a lot of movement. There's a lot of there are a lot of moves you see with the lighter weights that you don't see in upper weights or in the heavy weights. A lot of flying. And, and a lot of reversals, escapes. Typically, you get to see some live action.
Endurance is key for these guys.
Oh yeah. So we should be seeing Max Sweetnam, 9th grader from Anacortes, and I believe it's Gavin Gennell from Oak Harbor. Usually with pre-varsity matches, there's an organization. So we got 14 weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches have to try to decide which of their wrestlers are going to step into those 14 weight classes, and then everybody else will be considered a JV wrestler at that time.
Yeah.
So before the match starts, coaches from both teams try to match them up to people who are the closest to their weight, just to try to get everybody a match. So sometimes there's communication going on, some differences as to who's wrestling when.
Yeah, I witnessed that before we went live. Was getting rosters, and the coaches from opposing teams were deliberating, if you will, on who was going to wrestle who tonight. Trying to get the most for these guys.
And Oak Harbor and Anacortes being so close to each other, I mean, the coaches are pretty familiar with each other. The wrestlers know each other well. We wrestle in similar tournaments, so they know, either they've wrestled them before, they have maybe either won or lost to them, and either want to either wrestle them or don't. Want to wrestle somebody different.
Definitely. No, that was the thing that middle school wrestling, you had you had like 3 guys in a weight class, and you'd all get to wrestle, maybe 1 or 2 guys from the other school, and it was my first year, and I was like the C team type of guy.
Oh yeah.
So I got to sit and watch and see what move certain guys like to do.
So we announced Max Sweetnam wrestling, but it looks like we're hopping up ahead of that, and we're going to have Gabe Ellertson wrestling for Anacortes right here. Gabe is also a 9th grader. Gabe take early shot.
Yep.
Carver's doing a good job defending that. Now Gabe has got a near.
That's 2 points for Oak Harbor.
Got a near side cradle for working for Oak Harbor right now. Gabe's got to try to work to break that lock.
Yeah.
Avoid giving up any back points.
Trying to stay on that stomach. Almost had that right knee there.
So the refs start counting back points here.
And this may be a pin. No, he's able to break it.
Great job. Two near fall points for Oak Harbor. So we got a 4-0 lead right now with 1:15 left to go in the first period. Gabe's going to have to look to try to score here.
High shot there. Oak Harbor able to duck under.
Good shot defense by Gabe.
Yep.
Cross facing. Trying to break the lock. Out of bounds. We'll restart back in the middle with 57 seconds left. With a 4-1 lead, Oak Harbor takes 57 seconds left. Gabe got 1 point escape there. We'll restart.
I think Gabe's aggressiveness may come by to punish him here. as it did in this first period
Oh,
early.
yeah. It's tough because he's been taking the first shot. He's just been struggling with his awareness as he took another shot right there, defended by O'Carver, taken down. Taken down for 2 with a 6-1 lead right now for O'Carver, working a half Nelson on the left side. Gabe working to stand up, get another escape or reversal.
Gabe listening to his coaches there, giving him the heads-up call. I'll be out of bounds again.
29 seconds left in the first period. 6-1 lead now for O'Carver. Gabe will start in the bottom position. He's at the disadvantage. 29 seconds. Gabe's just looking for an escape. 2-point reversal. Just looking to close the gap to start the second period. Mat return by O'Carver. Gabe's going to want to bail on this, avoid giving up back points right there. There we go, hits his belly. 18 seconds left to score. Right on the out of bounds line. Gabe's just going to look for a nice little flurry at the end with 10 seconds.
Very good defense from Gabe.
Oh, yeah. 5.9 seconds left in the first. It is not impossible to get an escape here with 5.9 seconds or reversal. He's just got to have a flurry of movement right here.
Yeah. Just noticing the height difference between these two wrestlers. Gabe definitely much more lanky.
It's a lot taller. You would hope it would go for his advantage as the period ends right there. O'Carver will take a 6-1 lead into the second period. On the toss, that will be choice to Gabe, and Gabe is going to defer to the third period. O'Carver is choosing neutral, so we'll start the second period. Both wrestlers standing up. O'Carver with a 6-1 lead.
See if Gabe can reel this one back.
With his height and length advantage, we're hoping Gabe's going to be aggressive on taking shots, but also keeping still his good position. Because he is so much taller, he's prone to get shot on.
Yeah.
That's much better defense right there on the shot defense for
Line
Gabe.
Line up and shot. Oh, good sprawl there by O'Carver.
Working the front headlock there, O'Carver.
Yep. Gabe's able to break that. He's got wrist control now. Are we able to break that?
Another shot
Good
from
shot
Gabe.
there by Gabe. Unable to quite reach.
He's been great on taking shots. They've just been really open. He hasn't been able to set them up as well. He hasn't gotten any deep shots in. He's just been kind of trying to reach for that leg, and it's a lot easier to defend as we've been seeing from O'Carver right here. 106 in the second period.
Bit of a standstill here. Both fighting for control.
Little scramble right here. Front headlock from Gabe trying to get behind. A single leg from O'Carver. Nothing doing yet.
Force out.
No takedown. 44 seconds left.
Still 6-1 O'Carver. Shot there.
You can see the energy of the first period has kind of dropped off.
Yes.
So Gabe with a half-chosen head and arm decided to bail on it. Thought wiser. Now head and arm can be really effective, but a lot of times, too often it's not used well. Gabe with a shot, defended.
Well,
now O'Carver on a leg, and he's got 2.
Gabe able to get to his stomach there.
9 seconds left. That's pretty solid for O'Carver. Scoring that late in the period.
Left leg. Just stand up.
Gabe trying to get a reversal here, and is he going to give him a reversal?
They are.
2 points on the reversal. So even now, I don't want to say clutch because hopefully he's not in that position, but it's great that he was able to get 2 more points back.
Definitely winnable. It's going to be the a match of endurance.
Oh yeah. So Gabe's getting the choice here. He's going to choose top. He's down 8-3 right now to start the third period.
See how he does in this position. He's been on the receiving end of most of this match. Working that right leg and left.
He's got a
left
spiral
arm.
ride, yes sir, and a near wrist. He's got the wrist on the left, losing it. We tend to try to work a lot of spirals, a lot of near wrists. O'Carver with the stand-up. Gabe's got 5 seconds to mat return him, or he's getting a stall call.
There we go.
Nice mat return, big lift.
Get those hips into it.
And they're now back out of bounds. So he's working a wrist on the right and a half Nelson on the right, and he's got his left wrist. I'm guessing he's going to go right back to that right here off the whistle.
Yeah.
Got 1:37 left in the third period.
Yeah.
Gabe Ellertson down 8-3 right now to O'Carver. There's a nice breakdown. Hopefully he can keep that wrist and run that half Nelson on the right.
Yeah, work that half Nelson on the right, get the body over, and just kind of pull him open. There we go. He's gonna get his. If he can get a good lock on his on that half Nelson on that right side, and just twist his hips around, get those feet moving. That was my favorite move.
Half and wrist.
Half and wrist, and you
just run around their head.
You run around their head, yeah.
It's something you can't be successful without knowing, because it's always presenting itself.
Yeah. You can try it, 2-3 times a match. It may not work, but that fourth time, you can usually get them.
Tire guy out. It's a lot of work to defend. 56 seconds left in the third. Gabe's still down 8-3. He's looking to turn. He needs 5 points to tie, so we're looking for some near fall. We're really looking for a pin right here. He's got 49 seconds, so he gets the escape. O'Carver's got the escape with 46 seconds left.
Call that out of bounds.
So we're neutral here.
Gabe
9-3. Gabe's looking for a feet to back or a throw to stick him here. It's going to be a lot of work to try to score. So he's looking for to go big. So he's going for an underhook.
Yeah. O'Carver gaining control of both legs there. Ball. Gabe
no points
fighting.
yet. No points yet. Gabe doesn't want to bail.
There we go. Sees that a half Nelson on that right side there.
2 points awarded for the takedown.
Gabe able to get up on his feet as O'Carver now leads 11-3. 8 seconds left in the third period. Gabe starting down in the bottom position. O'Carver looking very tired. Gabe able to stand up pretty quickly and break. That's one.
Just a little too late there. O'Carver's going to win that match, 11-4. Good work. One of the things we've been talking with Gabe a lot over the last few weeks with wrestling is because he's so much taller than other wrestlers, when he thinks he's low, he's still standing pretty high, and so his legs are, as you saw, getting shot on pretty easily. Next up we've got Roan Hops checking into the table. And we've got Elijah Cuscueta from O'Carver, sophomore, Roan Hops. Roan's just been getting back from injuries. You see he's got a little brace on his knee. This, I believe, is his first match back.
Yes. Yeah, I talked to him before the match and asked for his record, and he simply responded undefeated.
There you go.
So.
Did you say your record for this season or your record today?
For the season.
Oh, okay.
Season. So undefeated record. Best on the team, I believe so. See if he can hold that title here tonight.
So we've got Roan Hops and Elijah Cuscueta up on the mat. My guess is they're just trying to work the technical difficulties. We've got some subs in on the scores table, so they're just trying to get the scoreboard reset. for those who don't know, tonight is also senior night.
Yes.
Got
Yeah.
five
One of our
senior wrestlers
seniors,
tonight.
Roan, out here.
Roan Hops, older brother of Evan Hops,
Mm-hmm.
the junior Evan Hops.
Very tight-knit bond between those two. Have a had a class with both of them, and they're, you say, siblings tend to, bicker and fight. Never saw that between the two of them. They always had each other's back.
That's awesome. They're pretty similar to that in wrestling too. They drove with each other at times, but both knew what they wanted to get better at.
Roan looking very strong out here. Setting up a shot.
You can just kind of see the calm seniority, the maturity, and just how Roan is kind of moving around.
Good defense there. Good sprawl.
Working a front headlock here from Roan, slips off. You kind of just tell older wrestlers, younger wrestlers when you know when you need to.
Good shot there by Roan. O'Carver able to, no, not able to break. That's 2 for Anacortes.
Nice job.
Roan.
Looks like he's going to try to work a hammerlock over here. He's going to look to try to pry that arm out, put it across his back.
Yep.
He's going to have to jam a little bit more here, get him broken down and flat. There's some jamming.
There we go. Quite a commanding lead here, taken by the senior.
It's great control, body condition.
Just keeping him on the mat there.
It's great patience. A lot of times you see the scrambling, flying around. If you're on top and you're in control, kind of like Roan is right now, it just shows a lot to your maturity and just your ability to ride hips well and keep your balance on top.
Really wear your opponent down, wait for that right opportunity.
31 seconds left in the first period. Roan still 2-0 lead. Be great to get some near fall points here. Get a little bit of a buffer. O'Carver's trying to escape, and Roan's able to take him back down.
Carver back on their stomach. It's like his.
Roan's going to have to get off that leg right there.
Still working the hips.
No, don't let him up. Oh, that was close.
Close. Roan leads 2-0 going into the second period. So he just had a shot there. His brother Evan giving him some advice.
So Green O'Carver choosing neutral here to start the second period. Roan hops up 2-0 on Elijah Cuscueta from O'Carver.
O'Carver trying to gain, or Elijah trying to gain wrist control there. Good shot there by Roan.
He just 4-0 lead for Roan.
Yep. Elijah's got his right wrist there, not wanting to let go. Just let go there. Able to get
Roan's going to let him go, get the one escape there.
That is 1 for Elijah. Minute 24 to go. Good sprawl there by Roan. Elijah unable to gain any control. Good reversal there.
Oh, no, what the heck?
And it's like he's got that right shoulder up. That's a pin for Elijah.
Elijah Cuscueta with the pin.
Man.
Just goes to show you a lot of times in matches you can be up by a lot of points, you can be down by a lot of points. And in one way, I think it's a lot cooler. In football, you can only score in multiples of 7 or 3. There's no way to just win the game on one play. So we got Jerry Castro wrestling right now for Anacortes.
Jerry is 12-3 this season, and when asked about his motto for the season, he says confidence is key.
Oak Harbor with a 2-point takedown. Jerry's been having a great season. He's been learning really quickly. He's been wrestling really tough. Last couple of tournaments, he just won the last tournament we were at in Everett for his weight class.
Well, good for him. A sophomore, right?
Sophomore.
Sophomore, yeah. So Carver's got hip control here. Working the half Nelson on the left side. Jerry's doing a great job of switching his hips opposite to wherever Oak Harbor's at.
Good job of wrist fighting, hand fighting from Jerry. He's just got to work up to a base once he's clearing wrists there now. Oak Harbor doing a good job of transitioning.
Yep. Good job bringing him back into the mat.
Nice sweep and push and drive in the half.
Yep.
31 seconds left in the first period. No points yet for back points. No near fall. Still got the half in, Oak Harbor does. Just slips it off Jerry. 15 seconds, looking to just score a point, get an escape.
Yeah, wrist control there on that right side. Jerry able to grab that left arm. Work up. That was the end
Just
of the first period.
Just a little too late, just a little too late.
That was the right idea there.
Got a little blood on one of the wrestlers. So ruffle mark, blood time. Get some time to clean it up, plug it up, tape it up, whatever might need to happen.
Yep. Spit, grit, and a whole lot of duct tape.
Yeah. Talking with Coach Lomsdale and probably tell him something along the lines of you got to move on bottom. You can't just clear a wrist. You got to move once you get a wrist, once you get a hand free.
Mm-hmm. Very knowledgeable coach. Practice with him after the 8th grade middle school season going into high school, and then during the summer. Really great guy, a lot of passion for the sport and a lot of passion for these young men. Ready to start the second period.
Oak Harbor's going to win the toss and defer to the third period. Jerry taking bottom here to start the second, down 2-0.
See if Lomsdale gave him any tips for here.
Those last 3-4 seconds of the first period, Jerry had a nice motion moving around. See if you can pick up where he left off there in the first.
Yep.
Carver's got a cross wrist. You guys can look to clear it, then stand up right away. Oak Harbor throwing a leg in. Looks like nose plug came out. They're going to have to stop it, make sure it gets up there.
Jerry back to starting the bottom position again.
18 seconds ran off, so we're at minute 42 here.
Carver still leads 2-0. Carver still trying to work that cross body.
Jerry's doing a great job getting his hips out of the way. He's just got to keep cycling, keep continuing, keep transitioning from that position.
Yep.
Basically, the only way Oak Harbor can score right here is by getting his back exposed. We call near fall, near pin.
Mm-hmm.
So we got another official time. Wouldn't be surprised if at this time they're going to wrap some tape or wrap around Jerry. We might take a break here while they get that cleaned up.
Yeah.
Looks like they got it cleaned up. It doesn't look like there's anything on the floor, on the mat.
No.
A lot of times, you know, they just the solution to most common blood is someone gets hit in the nose. They start bleeding a little from their nose. There might be some on the mat, might be some on the wrestler, so they just got to make sure it's cleaned up and sanitized before we get going. So here we go with 1:18 in the second period. Jerry's still down 2-0. Looking at just motion.
Very aggressive start here for Oak Harbor.
Just great control. Just He's working an arm bar on the left side. Now, all these names, all these weird things that we're saying for those at home watching, they're just different techniques, different kinds of ways to try to turn someone to their back or try to take someone down.
Yeah. Oak Harbor working those hips over.
From the hips, he's getting near fall count right here.
Yep.
Jerry looking at
almost able to kick over. He's going to need to bridge up here.
Nice job from Oak Harbor, staying on top.
Yep.
Got 29 seconds left. So the referee won't award near fall points yet until that move that he's started is completed. So once Jerry gets back to his belly, then he'll give awards the 3 points of near fall. But as long as he's got the same, there he goes. So he's back on his belly and there's 3 points for him. So if he keeps the same move locked up and takes him over to his back again, there aren't more near fall points counted. He's got to switch his hold, switch his lock, switch whatever he's trying to turn him with. As second period expires, it's 5-0 right now, Oak Harbor. And I believe it's Oak Harbor's choice here. So they are going to start. Oak Harbor chooses down in the third period. So Jerry's looking 5 points. He's down 5. He's got to get some near fall right away.
There we go. Good start there from the sophomore, Anacortes.
Harbor with the stand-up. Jerry switching to a single. Matt return there. Going to have a little bit of scramble right here. Oak Harbor's able to grab his leg. Jerry go 3 and back on his back.
Good break there. Jerry trying to work that arm bar on that right side, or excuse me, the half Nelson. Harbor almost able to break out of there.
Got to keep running, driving. Might get some near fall here if he can
drive.
Hook an arm. Hopefully he can throw a half in right there. There's a count right there. Now Jerry's going to be looking to pin right here. He's down, down 5. 3 points is going to give him a win.
He just needs to get those hips around. Oak Harbor fighting for that left leg there.
He's looking pretty tight right here. I think it might happen.
Yeah. Ref still not calling that.
Still got about a minute left. 55 seconds left, so he's got plenty of time. He can be patient. Doesn't have to try to do anything too fancy. He's just got to kind of cinch it down. There's the pin.
There we go. There's the pin. And the crowd goes wild.
So just like that, last match, Roan Hops was up ahead and gets pinned here. Anacortes gets a slice of that too. Jerry being down 5-0 and getting the win.
Yeah. Really, the art of the sport is how quickly a match can go in your favor.
My, how the turntables.
Yes. Yeah.
So here we got younger Hops, Evan Hops wrestling for Anacortes right now. Sporting the pink tape on his hand.
Yeah.
He does tend to be a little of the flashy, make things happen.
Yeah. Definitely the more the flamboyant of the two.
Oh yeah. So there's both jockey and collar ties right here.
Oh. I don't know if that was a shot or what.
Decent motion. Probably just a little fake. See how he reacts there.
Yep.
Oh, nice shot defense from Evan.
Very aggressive off of that.
Nice far knee tap from Oak Harbor.
It's 2 for Oak Harbor. Hops very active here. Trying to break, but unable to. Grabbing that right wrist.
.50 seconds left in the first period right now.
Yep. Carver's got that right leg in. Hop's able to grab the right leg in the bottom. Carver working the crossbody there. Let's switch to the other side. Hop's able to stand up.
See if he can finish.
Gains
There's the pickup.
leg, pick up.
He's just got to get his hips up. Got to get his hips up.
Yeah, he's just got to finish that. Beautiful movement.
Refs awarded 1 for a loss of control. So a lot of times we'll hear people yell, he got an escape. But what it really is a loss of control. So even if they're scrambling, he can still be awarded 1 point. And yes, Carver just scores 2 points with less than 1 second there to end the first period. So they're up 4-1. Carver's up on Anacortes right now on Evan Hops. Red choice. Evan's not going to defer, and he's going to start on bottom. So the strategy in going on bottom is thinking, no one can hold me down. It's like a free point. I'm going to get an escape or 2 points. And a lot of times you'll see us Anacortes wrestlers picking bottom just because we want to get that point here.
Would you normally do that earlier in a match to, when you still have higher energy as opposed to later?
Right, and a lot of times that's a great reason for deferring, so you can decide if it goes to third period, what's the situation, who's still got energy, who's got some left in the tank. Our upper weights with Avery Sykes, Garrett Bickley, I might not have them choose bottom in the third period because they're going to be going 4 minutes full juice and then not have anything left in the tank. And I've seen a lot of wrestlers pick bottom in the third period and they don't have enough energy to get a point escape.
Yep.
So Evans hasn't been able to get an escape here. Carver's just working a nice tight waist on the left side, just transitioning. Evans just not motioning very much on the bottom. He's just got to keep moving.
Yep. Just waiting for that right opportunity to escape. Hop's able to get his hips in over. Carver's still working that right leg. Unable to turn Hops over there.
So here's one we haven't said in a long time, a ball and chain. He was going for a ball and chain there. Now he's just working the near wrist, trying to jake his leg up over so he can step through. Now
Moving
working
to
the half,
Nelson
stacking
there.
right there. Some back points for Carver. We'll see, maybe he gets 2 points right here.
7 seconds left. Hop's still fighting. It's the end of the second period.
No near fall points were there awarded. The ref decided that he wasn't under control. So if the ref counts, if he counts to 5, the most the ref will count to, the wrestler on top will get 3 points.
Yep.
If he counts to 2, 3, or 4, he only gets 2 points. And if he only counts to 1, there's no points awarded for near fall. So
Hop's now starting in the top position. Any idea what the referee might be trying to adjust there?
usually what happens is that, the referee won't stop that without giving someone a caution. So if you take a referee's position and either your belly hand or your waist hand has to be on their belly button and your other hand has to be making a C around their elbow. A lot of times someone will have their hand and try to cheat and get it all the way across their tight waist, or they might have it, on their upper arm. I'm not sure what was going on there. I'm thinking that Evan was a little too far straddling the bottom wrestler from Oak Harbor. 4-1 lead for Oak Harbor. 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the third period. Evans just looking for near fall. If he can get 3 points near fall right here, we got a tie match.
Yeah.
O'Carver looking for a reversal right here, which
And
he
they are
gets.
going to award. Minute 20 left.
He's got a crossface working a butcher here on Evan.
He's getting those hips over. Unable to pull that shoulder down quite yet. Switches his grip there. And
getting his 5 count for 3 points in near fall.
Hop's
nice
able to.
Little scramble.
There we go. Good. And O'Carver will get the near fall. Now lead 9-1, 34 seconds left to go. Hop's looking very tired out there. Getting that wrist control there on the right side. And work the ankle. Hop's able to scramble out.
I think the difference in this match has been just O'Carver's ability to just ride on top, have control of motion more than Evan.
Yeah. No, you can see in that first match, the little kids from O'Carver and Anacortes, you said that O'Carver really focuses on that top control, that head control. We can really see that here in the high schoolers.
So up for Anacortes now we've got Shia Webster. And Shia, I believe, is a 9th grader. O'Carver with an early shot. Shia defending, stuffing his head. Trying to be heavy hips, trying to keep his hips heavy. Avoid keeping O'Carver. Once O'Carver's head pops out, it's a lot easier for him to take down Shia. So Shia's grabbing an ankle, trying to lift those ankles so he can't drive off and take him.
I believe that is
still no points here, no point. Depending on how long they get stuck here, Shia's got to look to pass that arm. Either work a front headlock, he's going to try to work the cow catcher, but O'Carver still got his leg tied up.
good sprawl there. Shia, the 7-3 this season.
Some good scrambling, and he's no awarded takedown points there. O'Carver coach is pleading for that to be a 2-point takedown there. Shia's a big fan of throwing people.
Yeah.
He's pretty physical. He likes to try to throw. Kind of one thing we've been working on with him is just developing a bigger toolbox, being able to do more than just lock up, throw people.
Yeah, can work in the younger ages if he can, muscle somebody over to their shoulder. But
Coach Lonsdale and tell him to try to chase the cradle here. That pressure, O'Carver gets a 2-point takedown with 26 seconds left, 2-0 lead. Shia working to float his hips and get up on top. There's a reversal, and he's got him. 16 seconds if he, there we go.
Up in the pin. There we go. Wow.
So we've got the great thing about wrestling. You can have one match where it's 6 minutes and not much going on, not a lot happening. Just like Shia, there's a lot of motion in that first period, not a lot happening, but then all of a sudden it can be over.
Yeah, looked very comfortable in all of his decision making.
Next wrestling up, we got Ashton Gear.
And for the Seahawks, Ashton Gear.
Landon Patero for O'Carver.
Ben Akatura. So we'll say Ben O'Carver. Ashton Gear wrestling. Ashton gets a 2 takedown. That takedown was just motion from Ashton, just moving faster and more than the other guy, trying to get some near fall.
Yeah.
Ashton's another one of our first-year wrestlers.
Yeah.
I feel like every match, every tournament, he's learning one or two more things, and so he's just kind of building up on that.
Yeah.
Just got to work to stay off of his knees when he's up riding on top. O'Carver with the escape. 2-1 lead for Ashton.
And the stepbrother to James Fredericks.
Who we'll see later tonight.
Yeah,
yes,
see
sir.
you later tonight. Yeah, Ashton with an 8-7 record. Yeah. Got tired of
He's got
James
some
beating
physical
him
hands.
up at home.
Oh, yeah, as you can see, he's been practicing some heavy hands. You can see him taking O'Carver. He's going to, if he can get his hips up, yep, 2 takedown for Ashton.
Takes a 4-1 lead with 55 seconds left to go here in the first period. Working that arm bar on the right side. O'Carver able to break.
Coach Lonsdale's probably going to tell him to be working that near wrist over here. So you can see Ashton on his knees here. We want to try to keep guys off of their knees, just so you're more mobile when you're off your knees. And
yeah, up on your toes.
yes. Get more pressure on the other wrestler, and you can move around a little bit easier. A lot of guys, you see them slide off, fall to their knees, and then the other wrestler on bottom can just kind of push you, lean into you, getting pressure.
Yeah.
16 seconds left. Ashton's just going to look to keep riding out. Maybe get some near fall right here.
He's going to
Pretty
turn him
close.
over.
There we go.
That near fall count from the ref. And a
That's the
pin.
Ashton Gear with the fall.
Great job there by the sophomore, I believe.
Yeah, sophomore. We're excited. We're excited to have a lot of young wrestlers out right now. As I was saying, we got 5 seniors, 5 wrestlers graduating, but we're returning a whole heck of a lot of younger wrestlers.
For the Seahawks, Owen Hoffheimer.
Owen Hoffheimer for the Anacortes. I believe another first-time wrestler?
Another first-time wrestler.
Yeah. Very, very proud of his 1 pin this season.
I was there. I was in the corner.
Yeah. He neglected to tell his losses, so we're gonna call him undefeated. What you don't know doesn't hurt you. Good shot there by O'Carver.
Nice
Owen looking to
defense
break.
with Owen.
Good head
I'm
control.
glad that he's stuffing that head like we've been kind of coaching, talking about.
Owen losing balance there. Able to get his
No takedown.
Nope.
Yeah, he's got to get his head up, arms around, so it's 2 for there.
job getting onto his stomach there.
Owen's another 9th grader, so we got a whole squad of 9th graders, quite a few 10th graders, hoping to have more out next season. So if anybody at home is in high school here,
Yeah, or coming up into high school.
guys and gals,
Yeah, that was the other thing, is that our girls program has really grown here in the last year.
Oh yeah, we've gone from 0 girls to maybe 1 girl having to compete with other schools. If you can see behind our bench, we got our girls team over there. Just kind of they are excited to be a part of it. They're excited to have it rolling. They just wrestled yesterday up in Bellingham, up in Squalicum. O'Carver looking for some near fall, looking for a pin. 55 seconds left in the first period.
Yep. There's the near fall count. And a pin.
And a fall for Denver Reyes.
Good show of sportsmanship there. Oh, and another taller, lankier freshman. With a good reach on him. I'm excited to see his career develop.
For the Wildcats, Malachi Ebine. And for the Seahawks, Landon Freeman.
Stadium announcer there, Michael Hannerhan.
So I did hear for O'Carver, Malachi. Malachi's wrestling from O'Carver. Malachi, and we got
I think that was another one.
Landon Freeman wrestling for
Landon
O'Carver.
Freeman there, yes. Landon with a 6-1 record. And
He's another sophomore. He's a
Yeah.
really strong kid.
yeah,
So like like Shia, likes to really just utilize his strength as an advantage, working a force and a half on the left side right here.
Malachi 5-2 this season. Very close in record, these two. Landon looking to maybe set up a cradle there. He's got the wrist on that left side. And can't tell if he has his right wrist. Well, he doesn't now.
Looking to work a near cradle. He's got it locked up. He's going to get some near fall. It's really awkward here, but he might be able to get some near fall.
The thing you're talking about of, wanting to be up on your toes and not wanting to be down on your knee, as you just saw, Landon was doing a very good job of staying up on his toes, but he dropped his knee, and Malachi there was able to grab that and kind of switch the pace of the match.
Oh, yeah. So Landon, and here Coach Lomsdale and coaching from the side, he's trying to work that near cradle, which he's got locked up twice now. He's just kind of finishing it a little awkwardly, so it's hard to kind of stick, hard to get near fall. It's one of those things. If you lock up a cradle or you lock up certain moves, you got to take your time, because a lot of times if you try to rush it, you could lose it, or bad things can happen. You can get a reverse from the other guy. Anacortes is going to get the choice right here.
Are they going to start in neutral?
Nice.
Aggressive start there from Freeman.
Wide open shot. Now it's, to viewers at home, it looks great. It looks great because you just see high flying. Unfortunately, taking an open shot from that far away, chances of being able to finish that, you're giving that defender a lot of time to defend, get his hands down, his head down, and his feet out of the way.
Yeah.
So he was able to stuff it and get behind and get the 2-point takedown. So we're tied 2-2 right now.
Say one of those things you'll see out of our younger wrestlers is that real aggressive, want to just go, go, go. You see a shot, you got to take it. Even if it is not as
Landon
good.
is out of gas, just no more fight here.
Yep. Good bridge though. And a pin. Yeah.
So one of the highlights for me, Chase Mull.
Yeah.
The first-year wrestler, one of our seniors. And you know Chase pretty personally.
Yeah. Played football with him last year. 2-4 record as a first-time wrestler, as you just said. His quote when asked was, "Chase Mull, he gains control." So
there we go.
Let's see if he's able to gain control early here in this match.
Chase said his favorite memory in his 1 year wrestling here was getting his first pin and also beating Burlington and Cedar Woolley. Chase with a 2-point takedown.
Yep.
So ref's going to stop the clock. We had the score clock. Chase is going to be really sad and mad about that. He's going to get the 2 points for the takedown. But scoreboard shut down, so they got to stop the match with Chase up on top. So they'll restart. Chase will have the 2-point lead, and when they'll get that all sorted out, my guess is just someone walked by the plug-in.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll want to look away from here, because
looks like they're able to.
It could be over. It could be over in a hot second.
Yeah. Very rapid fire with our matches tonight. Not a whole lot of break in between.
Chase Mull, have him as a TA. It's been great to to talk wrestling with him. I know that he was like, hey, why not? It's my senior year. Let's try something new.
Yeah.
It's great. As you keep getting older, just try new things. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
That's my teacher-student advice for life.
Yeah, and to all you listening at home, life's short, have fun with it. Do new things.
1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Chase is starting up on top, working a spiral. He's got to work, got to work, got to work, got to work.
Carver able to get that reversal there.
Good on Chase for not letting him roll him to his back. So we've got, should be a 2-2 tie right here.
Chase fighting to get up.
Able to get another
reversal. Chase now trails by 2.
One of the things is that guys will start to get really excited doing things. So Chase is going to get some near fall here. He's pinned. If he can keep him there, nice job.
There we go. Very
Chase
excited
Moll.
there. Really a high energy type of guy.
Let's see if we can see that pin again here. Chase is a strong guy. It's nice to be able to see him just muscle a guy over.
And the one thing I've got to ask is, I mean, playing football with him, he was never a very flexible guy. I mean, he's, strong as an ox, but, I mean, he could hardly, touch his knees sometimes.
That's definitely something we've been working on this year because we noticed also.
Yeah.
And it's the more you wrestle, the more kind of limber you get, and the more you can kind of move around there. Xavier Zamora wrestling for us now. He's working a front headlock.
Yep.
He's working a cow catcher, and he's got O'Carver
able
pushing on his back. He's going to get back points right here. Now he's got all day to just settle, snug in, keep it tight, and just work for this pin.
Yep.
Bigger guys, once you kind of get that anaconda squeeze going, you can kind of just put a fork in it. Nice job, Xavier.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, it's great to see the bigger guys getting wins because these are the guys that I just get to spend all day wrestling with.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see them beat up on other people for once.
Yeah. For big boy representation.
Now we're going to go to the other extreme. We're going to break it down to the 120 pound.
For our last
126. So we've got Gabe Ellertson.
And for the Seahawks,
He goes, there's
Gabe Ellertson.
Xavier.
Getting that pin. He's just great, calm, cool, collected right there on that pin.
He's one that's been wrestling for Coach Bickley for a while.
Oh, yeah. O'Carver gets a quick takedown here on Gabe Ellertson. I was out in the hall looking earlier, and there's some boards up there with all the seniors and some pictures of their youth, and I didn't know Garrett Bickley previous to high school, so it's pretty amazing to see that he was once a smaller person.
Yeah. Yeah. A little intimidating sitting next to him.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if O'Carver's going to have a heavyweight for him to wrestle.
I don't believe they do not.
Okay.
I was talking with their coaches beforehand, and they were having to forfeit that match. It's Dominic's second match of the night.
Gabe's.
Or Gabe.
This is
twins.
Younger brother.
Younger brother?
Younger brother.
Younger brother.
Hard to think he's young because he's about a foot taller than Dom.
Yeah, just from up here, they look about to be the same person, but
There's a wrist in half for O'Carver on Gabe.
Yep. Gabe's still fighting. Almost able to get his hips over. And that's a pin.
And a fall.
I believe that's our last exhibition match here.
I believe our varsity will start with senior night.
With awards like recognition, yes, I believe we'll start with that too. It's great getting these exhibitions for JV wrestlers, making sure that it's like we're getting the next group of varsity wrestlers ready to go. I think we'll take a break from here.
Yeah.
And come back.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch! The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you?
Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week. There's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
And welcome back, folks, to Williams Gymnasium here at Anacortes High School. We are just wrapped up our junior varsity matches for tonight. Getting ready to go on to our senior recognition. We have 5 seniors tonight, 5 wrestling seniors at least, and 1 senior team manager. There's Shia Webster there with a great throw. Really strong wrestler. As we've seen earlier, I believe that was Ashton Gear there with his pin.
I mean, all in all, it's good for both squads here to get some of our younger, less experienced wrestlers some mat time. Good things from both teams. I mean, after this match, we'll kind of regroup as a team. Some of the things that we need to work on. There's that shot from Landon I was telling you earlier. That looks great.
But just wasn't able to gain control.
Exactly. You got to kind of set it up. You got to close that distance. So when you do cover that much distance, you're able to be in deep on a shot instead of just barely getting there.
Yeah.
Great turnout tonight for senior night. The anchor duel. This is the 3rd annual anchor duel. It's kind of the little rivalry that we've started with Oak Harbor for wrestling. Much like there's Tiger Hawk for basketball, Burlington, Edison, and Anacortes. The anchor duel is a trophy the anchor trophy we've been wrestling for, and luckily we've been able to hold on to it since its existence, and looking forward to get an opportunity to keep it here in Anacortes tonight.
Yeah, seeing it sitting down there on the scorer's table.
We're going to get started here pretty soon, but before we get to our varsity matches, it is senior night for the Seahawks, and we
You
have
can hear the
some
announcers
seniors to recognize.
calling down seniors right now. Recognize them.
If all senior family and friends who are accompanying our seniors tonight could come down to the stands, it'd be very much appreciated.
So our 5 senior wrestlers we've got Avery Sykes, we've got Roan Hops, James Fredericks, Garrett Bickley, and Chase Mull. Also Coach PJ's daughter, Peyton Simpson, she's been managing wrestling here in Anacortes since she's been in high school. Her younger sister Jordan is also kind of helping out, kind of taking her place now. It's kind of one of our lead managers here for the team. Families and parents and siblings starting to gather down.
Yeah, definitely a bittersweet feeling of senior night. I know I haven't had one yet, but you know, gonna have one at the end of the swim season, and then again for lacrosse. And it's gonna be hard to say goodbye, but it's nice to know, especially for these guys, the amount of young talent that is coming up. You know.
The first senior we'd like to recognize tonight is Garrett Bickley.
So we've got Garrett Bickley coming up first.
Garrett is accompanied by his parents, Rodney and Patricia, and his grandparents, Pat and Bob.
So we already talked about his dad, Rodney Bickley, who's been a coach at AMS for the Hawkeye wrestling team for a number of years. As you can see, Garrett's a pretty large young man. The only thing that I'm excited for Garrett graduating is that he doesn't get to beat me up anymore. It's really special. I mean, kind of just the two perspectives from you and myself, just the two different sides of things. It's great when you get to see seniors who've been putting in a lot of time from before high school, in high school, through high school, getting to watch him as a wrestling coach play football, getting to see him be successful and kind of getting him in the future. Next up, we've got James Fredericks, senior.
Going to be accompanied by his mom, Leah, and stepdad, Philip, and his two sisters, Anna and
James Fredericks, excuse me.
And Lauren. James said his greatest influence in wrestling was wrestling with Gavin Lang, watching him succeed. He's been wrestling for 9 years.
Congratulations, James.
His favorite parts about wrestling have been overnight tournaments like Gut Check.
We'd like to recognize Roan Hops, accompanied by his parents, Brad and Christy, along with his brother, Evan, and his girlfriend, Kate.
Roan Hops here, the next senior. Got to see him wrestle earlier. His brother, Evan, walking out there, and his parents and his girlfriend. Rome said his advice for underclassmen is right now is the easiest time that you're going to have, so take advantage of that and put them to work now so you don't have to make up for it in the future. He's been wrestling for 12 years. He's been wrestling for 12 years.
Next up, we'd like to recognize Chase Mole.
Chase Mole, you can hear the crowd just kind of erupt a little bit for Chase right there. He's a great student. He's a good solid social person at school. I mean, I feel like he's a guy who makes friends with everybody. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Franklin there, Robert Franklin, the legendary substitute teacher, making an appearance also. This is Chase's first year wrestling. He said his greatest memory is getting his first pin, beating Burlington and Cedro.
Congratulations, Chase.
His advice to underclassmen is keep your grades up and get in the weight room.
Sounds like the football coach is gleaming through a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. Avery Sykes here, he just moved here this year. He had a huge impact on the football field. Has been having a great year wrestling. He's now going to be wrestling 220. He said his greatest inspiration is his dad, Kenneth, who's down with him on the mat right now. He's been wrestling for 5 years. Wrestling, he said, has helped him deal with a lot of hard things and made him a better person overall.
Congratulations.
Down there with his brothers, Evan and Gabriel, as well.
Finally, we'd like to recognize Peyton Simpson, who's accompanied by her dad, PJ, her stepmom, Lauren, and her sister, Joy.
So here we go, kind of like the who's who and families of wrestling. We've got Peyton Simpson walking out. Her dad, PJ, coach Lauren, a long time. Coach his wife, she could probably coach a squad if she wanted to. And Jordan, her younger sister. Peyton's greatest inspiration are her parents. She's been wrestling manager for all 4 years. Her favorite memories are all the tournaments. She's been learning to handle chaos.
Sure, there's plenty of chaos with this squad.
Oh yeah.
No shortage of characters.
So following this seniors recognition, we're going to have our national anthem, and we will get going. There's one more special announcement.
The 16 member schools of the Northwest Conference are launching a new program to recognize the importance of umpires, referees, and officials who manage our athletic contests. During each each of our athletic seasons, the Northwest Conference will designate a week to show our appreciation for officials through a Thank a Ref campaign. More than 5,000 officials serve Washington State high schools by doing their best to ensure all contests are fair, safe, and fun. Officials are required to register with the State Officials Association, complete annual rules meetings, and attend yearly training clinics. In addition, they spend countless hours in preparation for and traveling to contests. High school officiating is an avocation, not a vocation. It is something done in addition to full-time employment. Officials work for the enjoyment of staying involved with the sports they love and for the opportunity to give back to kids, coaches, and schools. Officials are crucial in providing our student participants an opportunity to learn life lessons through education-based athletics. Enforcing the rules of the game fairly and consistently and holding students and coaches to behavior expectations are vitally important to successful high school events. We ask all spectators, athletes, and coaches to be especially appreciative of the officials and the great job they do in serving our kids and programs. Without them, there are no games. So, to our two officials tonight, thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause.
Very well said there by Michael Hanrahan.
So we got two officials here recognizing, the great thing about wrestling is it's such a tight-knit community. The two officials we've got tonight, Mr. Audette and Mr. Vester, I personally know these guys from when I was a little kid wrestling, playing sports. Randy Audette, he's been officiating for probably 40-plus years.
Wow.
You can't coach in Northwest Washington and not know who Mr. Audette is. Mr. Vester, his sons I actually got to coach in Oak Harbor.
Oh, wow.
So it's been great getting to see him start officiating, now kind of make his name and kind of establishing himself with kind of the veterans around the league, around the conference, around the state. So here we are, Williams Gymnasium, Oak Harbor, Anacortes, Anchor Duel. Oak Harbor's getting warm up. We're going to take a little break and get back to the live action.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch!
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week, there's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back here to Williams Gymnasium. Just getting ready to start our varsity matches for the night following our varsity athlete recognition. I'm going to go through some replays here.
Got Ashton Gear there with a pin there. Yep. Got Owen Hopheimer wrestling here. First year back-to-back.
Yep.
First year wrestlers.
Yeah, the freshman.
It's great getting him some experience here wrestling against Oak Harbor. I'd say we exchanged pretty evenly pin for pin with Oak Harbor in matches.
Yeah.
Got Landon Freeman here wrestling against Oak Harbor.
So from a coach's perspective, what are you seeing out there?
Well, I mean, every match, every week, there's kind of some of the big things that we notice as coaches, like that are consistently through our whole team. Sometimes early in the season, it's like being aggressive. Sometimes we'll be backing out, or we'll be circling away, or we'll be stalling. We want guys to be aggressive. We want them to be
confident in their ability.
Exactly. Moving forward, putting the pressure on other guys. Sometimes it's more technical, like we're giving up our wrists too easily, or we're building up our base and giving up an arm bar too easily. For some of us, it might be, we might wrestle a team who likes to leg ride and we're giving up legs too easy. Guys are getting their legs inside too easily. We just got some replays running. Oak Harbor is on the mat right now warming up. We got Chase Mull with his nice big pin right here. Really got the crowd going. Nice job for him. Great to see a first-year guy there here too. Xavier gets a nice pin. Just great patience like this for Xavier is kind of what we're talking about throughout a match or throughout the tournament. Just little things that we want to work on. And of course, after each individual match or something like that, like we might talk, we've got Gabe Ellertson here wrestling. We might talk to Gabe specifically about one thing or something. But a lot of times, we talk about different teams having identities, but ours is definitely being aggressive, being assertive, moving forward.
Yeah, a lot of conditioning.
Yes, a lot of conditioning. So here we go back in Williams Gymnasium. Carver's out on the mat warming up. Anacortes, we kind of warm up in our auxiliary gym in our mat room. Unfortunately, we do not have a mat room separated like most schools do. But we're hoping that our momentum into the next few years can kind of encourage people in the community, people in our district to kind of try to get a mat room going. So we've got that, especially with our growing boys and girls teams. It'd be great to see that increase throughout the next couple of years. And I mean, Anacortes sports is on the rise and it's great to see. It's great to be a part of. It's nice to just teach here and be able to associate with that. So seeing some of these multi-sport athletes like Xavier, like Chase, they just had a great football season this last year. Guys who were playing basketball, guys who were wrestling. It's great to see just athletics being a big part of the student athletes here at the high school.
Yeah, a lot of tri-sport athletes here in Anacortes.
It's great to see out, and even in the stands, there's a lot of students here right now. Some of those basketball players, some football players, some teammates. The more connections or networking that you see, like with students, you got their friends here watching them, their families. It just makes it a lot of fun to watch. We can see Oak Harbor right now warming up, rolling around. The lights are off, spotlights on. Varsity, I mean, one of those perks about being in that varsity, one of those 14 spots, is you get to wrestle under the lights. It's kind of similar from the experience that you probably know what I'm talking about, being able to play football under the lights. It's just nothing like that adrenaline rush. We'll have some music pumping in. It'll be really exciting, and it's great to be able to host these home duels and get the community excited about wrestling here.
Nothing like Wednesday night lights.
Oh yeah. I mean, Chase Mull said it himself. His highlight was getting his pin and beating Burlington, Edison, and Cedar Woolley. We did that both on the same night. First time in as long as I can remember being a coach. Beating Cedar Woolley and Burlington Edison, kind of taking a hold of the Northwest Conference in the Skagit Valley. So this anchor duel tonight, Oak Harbor versus Anacortes, just have to put a little plug. That's Oak Harbor is the home that I grew up in, wrestled in. Their head coach, Peter Esfelt, was my coach in high school, so it's nice to be able to compete against him. And I not saying Garrett probably would have destroyed me when I was in high school, but I was the Garrett Bickley. I was the heavyweight guy for our team, and he used to just beat up on me. And so I still appreciate him for that, making me who I am now. I mean, a lot of these guys who wrestle, they're like you said, multi-sport athletes, and so you see guys playing football, playing baseball, track, cross country, playing multiple sports, and so anybody, this is my plug. We need some upper weights.
Are we going to get to see a exhibition match between you and Coach Esvelt?
No, because I'll probably have flashbacks. I might freak out. We've got some great stories, just like some of these seniors talked about, some of their things that they remember the most. There's some things that I'll never forget about wrestling in high school. The one time that I got to take him down, we still, every time I see him, we talk about that, or we talk about some of the things that we've gone through as a team back then. So there's just this community we talked about, from the officials who've been reffing and officiating for so many years. I mean, just in the crowd, there's lots of people. Jay Breckenridge, I mean, he's been coaching, won a lot of state titles at Cedar Woolley, coached in Anacortes before, Coach Lonsdale, and connections with Coach Esvelt. You see different people. My parents even came to this match. They're not huge sports, high school sports followers now that they don't have any kids in high school anymore. But they're always excited to get to see Oak Harbor and Anacortes wrestle.
Getting ready to start our first varsity match of the night.
Here's some music going.
Yep.
About to get rolling now, so we will see.
I believe our first match of the night is going to be our 106 with Max Swetnam from Anacortes against Gavin Gennell from Oak Harbor. or one of the more squirrelier matches of the night.
Here we go.
And here we go. Your Anacortes Seahawks, led out by Rylan Lang, followed closely by Talon Kerr, James Fredericks.
You know, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. It's been a long time since we've had, a full mat when guys are warming up. Like I said, a few years ago, we had 8 wrestlers. We might have had, 7 weight classes full. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We got a wrestler in every weight class tonight, which is just, just in alone having a full lineup is a huge statement as a team.
Let's get to the starting lineups. At 106 for the Wildcats, Gavin Gemmel. And for the Seahawks, Matt Swetnam.
First match, like you said, Gavin Gennel from Oak Harbor against Max Swetnam at 106 pounds.
Gavin Garza. And for the Seahawks, Talon Kerr.
Talon Kerr, one of the young leaders on our team right now, sophomore, looking for him to get a pin and score 6 points for our team.
And for the Seahawks, Dave Ellison. At 126 for the Wildcats, Carter Parker. And for the Seahawks, Jordan Johnson.
Jordan Jobson wrestling 126 pounds.
For the Wildcats, Jaden Bunning. And for the Seahawks, Silas Swain. At 138 for the Wildcats, Joel Christopherson. And for the Seahawks, Elijah Kennedy. At 145 for the Wildcats, Ezekiel Egley. And for the Seahawks, Logan Baumgartner. At 152 for the Wildcats, Percy Hatfield. And for the Seahawks, Rogan Bourbon.
This is one of the matchups I'm really looking forward to. Rogan's been wrestling really well this year. Hatfield from Oak Harbor has been an above-average wrestler, so I'm excited to see how he hangs with Percy Hatfield. It's also another matchup I'm looking forward to. Oak Harbor is kind of tougher in the middle right here, where I think we are too.
Yeah. A lot of legacy behind that Lang last name.
So another Oak Harbor connection. His dad and uncles grew up in Oak Harbor, and they're kind of legends in Oak Harbor for wrestling also. So it's great to see them following their dad and uncle's footsteps.
For a different purple team, albeit.
Oh yeah.
At 220 for the Wildcats, Blake Riley. And for the Seahawks, Avery Sykes.
Avery Sykes made the transition, getting down to 220, kind of started the season at like 240. They've been kind of slowly working his way down. So now where he's just timing it right for postseason to be wrestling 220.
Now would you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Alrighty, let's play ball.
Mr. Audette, Randy Audette, our official tonight. Well-respected, well-known around the league, around the conference, so I expect that his calls are going to be timely, good calls. I don't know that either coach will argue many of the calls right now. So captain's out in the middle.
Yep. Earlier in the match, Michael gave a well-spoken what should I call
Motivational
it?
speech?
Motivational speech
Okay.
for our Northwest Conference referees, and honoring those who call our games fairly for the betterment of our athletes.
Oh yeah. In the heat of the moment as a coach, sometimes no official makes the right call. So sometimes in the heat of the moment, I understand. But for wrestling, we do have some well-respected officials around the state here in the Northwest Conference.
Well, for any official, I know I used to officiate lacrosse, and there was no right call.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, you could have 99 people on the sidelines agree with you, but there would always be the one.
If you're in the business to please people, it might not be the right place.
No, definitely not.
Here we go, Max Swetnam starting it at 106 pounds.
And for the Seahawks, Max Swetnam.
Gavin Gennell starting it off.
Yeah, that's what you guys got going here. Got Randy in the center of the mat. We're getting ready to take names here. Don't forget about your referees.
Goes start us off for the night.
Nice aggression from Max, pushing forward, driving, being physical. No takedown yet. Wrestler's out of bounds. Restart back to center neutral. I like the aggression from Max. Starting off
very strong. A lot of change of elevation there from the freshman. That's got to be something. Freshman on varsity.
That's great. It's tough. It's great. So head and arm from Oak Harbor. Max trying to step over across. No takedown yet.
Official's going to stop the match.
Legal hold for Oak Harbor, so Max is going to get a point right there. If you lock around the head and you don't have an arm also, you can have one arm around the head, but as soon as you lock up, it's an illegal headlock.
Yeah.
So Max awarded point. He's up 1-0. It's always great when you can score for not doing anything.
Yeah.
Max trying to be physical, time, potentially dangerous on the knee. No points are awarded there. So if refs see something like a knee's kind of being tweaked on or a shoulder's kind of tweaked on, there are things that he'll stop it for, just potentially dangerous to hurting a wrestler.
Yeah.
There are enough injuries in wrestling, so we want to try to minimize those.
Yeah, great job by our referees to not only call a fair game, but to also protect the players.
It's like being able to, nice head and arm from Max. On his back, getting back points, getting near fall right here, 4 count right there. Max is up 3-0.
50 seconds
and
left.
2 points in near
period.
fall, so we got 5-0 lead from
5-0
Max.
now. Just how quickly those few points could be scored. I mean, that was what, 4 points in the matter of maybe 3 seconds?
Oh, yeah. Max is going to look to give up. Oh, good. Take back, mat return right there to get back to control. No point exchanges.
27 seconds left now in the first period. Max still has control on top.
He's doing a great job of following the hips, staying in control. A lot of younger wrestlers will kind of fall off of those hips just because the guy on bottom's flying around. If he's being squirrely, it's really easy to fall off his hips, lose control, but Max is doing a good job of keeping his balance and following those hips.
Yeah. One of those.
Scoreboard is off again.
There we go. Max, although he is a freshman, has been wrestling for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been wrestling, playing football, and I mean he is the lightest guy on our team. He wrestles the lightest weight class, but he's also one of the toughest guys on our team.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to be when you're that size.
He had some stitches on his eye, had a big knot in his head. Still wrestling, coming out to practice. Had to kind of force him not to wrestle for a few days to let himself heal. Got 18 seconds left on the restart. Max up 5-0.
Great control there. Able to push Gavin back down to the mat. Good control on the head there.
What he doesn't want to do is give up a quick 1 point right at the end. Good job by Max. I mean, Gavin Gennell's doing a great job of motioning underneath and trying to get away, but Max is doing a great job of following.
Yeah. Can see the Bit of the conditioning difference here between our varsity and our junior varsity.
Oh yeah. Back on the restart. O'Carver chooses down.
Very aggressive there from the freshman. Unable to break his grip there. He's going to work that left wrist. Job getting him down, working your way up.
Max is doing a great job. You just want to keep working transitions with a tilt. Hopefully he can keep it in bounds. No.
It's a great move there.
I mean, one of the things that I've been really excited about with our team is that, we've got a lot of young wrestlers, whether they're on varsity JV, but they're learning a lot of moves. They're able to transition to those moves without having to have step-by-step instructions. So there's another caution, like we were explaining earlier in the JV match. Max's hand was either not on his belly button enough or too far across.
Yeah.
So no points or anything like that for the caution, just a restart. O'Carver looking kind of
a little worse for wear.
That's what I would think too. I mean, it's a dogfight. It's a dogfight.
Especially at these lower weight classes.
Oh yeah.
He said, I think during Xavier Zamora's match of those big boys, once one of them gets on top, it's really hard to, you don't really see him get out of it.
You got next level guys wrestling if they can get some escapes. And Max has got working an arm bar on the left and a wrist. Now he's working the arm bar in half. All he's got to do is just post that right shoulder and run that shoulder to his ear.
Just
big
like
step,
that.
Big step over the head. Now he's getting near fall right here. He's probably going to get a fall right there, and there it is. It's a great way to start the match, great way to start the anchor duel tonight.
Yeah.
And if that's foreshadowing for the rest of the duel, great to see some physicality starting off for the Seahawks. So scoring, for people at home who are not sure about scoring, obviously a pin is the ultimate goal for each individual wrestler. But for every match, every individual match out there, there's different points awarded to your team. So the largest point you can get for your team is 6 points, and that's per pin. So every time we get a pin, our team score goes up 6 points. Here we've got Talon Kerr and Brendan Doria.
The 113 weight division.
Am I correct with that, Doria for O'Carver?
Yes.
Okay. Talon, also a sophomore, but one of our more dedicated off-season wrestlers.
The 16-3 record for Talon.
And his 3 losses were to some really good wrestlers, some state champs, state placers. Talon himself a state placer last year. Yeah. Looking to improve on that, working a far bar, trying to tilt right here. Get some near fall.
May decide to work that other side. There you go.
Getting the tilt.
Unable to get those near fall points.
He's might be able to stick him right here, but he's going to get his 3 near fall points on this move. He can just settle his hips down. He's trying to, you can see the physicality. I mean, every move, his leg and knee and his face, and there's the fall.
Yeah. Not just using his arms, but his legs too, to get that pin.
If wrestling's not hard enough.
Yeah.
Just physically, you get another guy being physical with hands, with legs, with knees.
Yeah, there's really no other sport like wrestling.
So here we have for O'Carver, Brandon Doria. I'm not sure who's wrestling for O'Carver that last match against Talon, but we'll get Dominic Ellertson here wrestling against Brendan Doria from O'Carver. So again, Talon got a pin. Our team score jumps up by 6, so we're up 12-0 right now. And just like that, if we were missing guys in certain weight classes, we're giving up those forfeits. Those forfeits also count as 6 points for your team.
Wow.
So we saw Gabe wrestle earlier, an exhibition with the JV.
A little bit of a warm-up match. Oh, good slam there.
Big hard drop, and as far as dropping a guy under control, it's up to the official. It's kind of a judgment call on whether you slam him too hard, unnecessary roughness. But that was kind of like on the border there. So 2 points on the takedown for Oak Harbor. He's got an arm bar on the left side. Good motion from Doria.
14-4 record this year.
Dom able to work, Gabe able to work to the top. He's got a head and arm right now. Got a 2-point reversal. See if he awarded him any near fall. Brendan Doria working to get. Gabe awarded 2 points near fall. And given right back to Doria on the reversal. So we got a 4-4 tie with 35 seconds left. Doria's going to have 5 seconds to try to mat return him, or he's going to get a stall.
There we go. There it is.
Good mat return in 22 seconds left.
Still 4-4. A little bit of hand fighting there. Doria trying to gain control. Ellerson not wanting to give any. Doria able to switch that out of the side, tried to shoot a leg in, was unable to.
End of the first period, 4-4 tie.
It's a good fight between these two.
And of course, it's going to have the choice here in the second period.
They like to defer.
And we're going neutral. Oak Harbor chooses neutral. Neutral. Go ahead.
I'd say that from our earlier matches, probably, they were able to see Dominic wrestle before, and that was definitely the way to go, was to try to get him in the neutral start, get a control of one of those long legs.
Brendan Doria with the takedown, 6-4 lead against Gabe. Doria working a leg ride.
A little bit of a
trying
half
to turn
Nelson
him
in there too.
And got a 2-point near fall, so he's up 8-4 right now.
Doria trying to gain control of Elgis's hands again. Elgin may be able to stand up here. Doria's going to go into a leg ride, able to return him back to the mat.
It's pretty high if Gabe can tripod up, shake him off of him.
Doria's pretty good at that leg ride.
Yeah, he's got him. You can see Gabe's legs are just kind of
flail in there.
The best way to avoid a leg ride is to stop it from happening. It's once there's someone who's got legs in on you. It's hard. It's hard once they're already in there to get out.
Yeah,
it's possible, but it's hard to get out.
Yeah, not something that I had to deal with very much. I mean, in middle school you probably don't see it a whole lot, but also in the higher weight classes.
Same. Still just kind of jockeying. Gabe's trying to work. Gabe's trying to cycle.
Yeah. Doria working wonders with his legs there. Really using all 4 limbs to gain control. That is the end of the second period. Doria leads 8-4.
Gabe deferred his choice in the second period to the third, so he gets choice here. And he's going to go top, 8-4, hoping he can ride and turn. Good choice from Coach Lomsdale, kind of strategically. We saw Gabe in neutral, got taken down in both periods. See if he can turn here. Doria is looking to get, there's a head and arm from Gabe. Should be getting some near fall right there. No near fall, but Doria gets a reversal and potentially near fall.
There's a reversal for Doria.
So we got a 10-6 lead for Doria from Oak Harbor over Gabe Ellertson. So Gabe's being down 4.
Yeah. Doria's still trying to work that, was it the leg straddle, leg ride?
Leg ride, he's just got a leg ride in.
Yep.
Single leg ride right here right now, working the wrist. So Gabe right now can still get out because he's in a pretty bad spot right now, Doria. If he can scoop his head. Cover over the top, get his hips high.
Yeah, able to shake him there a little bit. Still has that leg in. Doria still has, oh. It's like Ellerson's arm may have been caught in a weird position there.
Doria will get 2 near fall right here from that mat return. 12-6, so Gabe's got to not get pinned. Right now, we're just thinking don't get pinned. If he gets pinned, he gives up 6 points to Oak Harbor. He's down by 6, so right now it would just be called a decision. There's a reversal.
Closes the gap back to 4 points. 29 seconds left in the third period.
If he can stick him. Now Gabe just can't give up a pin here. He can't, 22 seconds, can't give up a pin.
Yep.
If the period ends right now, match ends, Gabe only gives up 3 team points rather than 6.
Gabe still fighting. Good head control there by Doria. Doria's still again trying to shoot that leg ride. Able to get it on the left side. And Ellerson is not willing to give up the pin.
You know, part of wrestling strategically as a team when you're dueling like this, you know, that is just fine. That is just fine. Sometimes during wrestling, we just, you know, your strategy changes throughout the match where we're thinking, hey, Gabe, we want you to go out and win. When it comes to it, like if he was in a couple positions where he could have been pinned right there, and just for him to fight and get off his back. So Oak Harbor gets 3 points. So for people watching, if you win by 7 points or less, it's what's called the decision. Your team only gets 3 points for that. If you win by 8 points, 8 to 14 points, it's a major decision. Your team gets 4 points for that. And the mercy rule in wrestling is once you're ahead by 15 points, it's called a technical fall or a technical pin. Once you're ahead by 15 points, it's the mercy rule. In wrestling, your team gets 5 points for that. So we got Jordan Jobson up here wrestling, and I'm thinking he's wrestling Carter Parker. So Jobson, the sophomore, Parker, the junior.
With a height difference here between the two.
Jobson's one of those guys he's a sophomore, but he wrestles like an upperclassman. He just has great body position, good scrambler. Whereas here he's gone to take down right there. And if a lot of our younger guys watch Jordan, he's got great body position. He understands where he's at, how he can transition from one thing to another.
Jobson not wanting to lose control here.
He's got a tight waist.
Yep. Working that cross body with the wrist control.
You know, today in class we had block schedules, so I was breaking up the day with, oh, we're going for a tilt there. No near fall there.
Nope.
If he could settle with his back exposed.
Yeah, they're going to call that out of bounds.
So in class, hour and a half, broke it up watching some wrestling, teaching some students about wrestling, what to look for, how to score. You know, and as I was saying all these things like, you know, cross wrist, cross face, near wrist, arm bar, all these things, half Nelson, just speaking another language.
Yeah.
Now Jordan's working. Good job transitioning for Jordan. If something's there not going, he's looking for a breakdown here, looking to either bar that arm up on the left side.
Yeah.
Driving over that wrist, trying to get wrist control. So basically both wrestlers, Jordan on top's trying to control a wrist, trying to control an arm. wrestler on bottom, Carter Parker, is just looking to get both of his wrists free so he can escape and move and try to get an escape. Jordan working a hammerlock. He's going to look to scoop his head. He might work a hammerlock walk around here. He's got 1 second only, so he's just going to ride him out. So strategically for guys like Jordan, our goal here is like, hey, Jordan, we're going out. We need a pin. We don't want you to win by decision. We don't want a major. We don't want a tech. We're just looking for a pin right here.
Yeah, all or nothing.
So Jordan got choice second period. He's going to choose down. 2-0 lead for Jobson. 2-0 lead.
Stand up. That's going to be called out of bounds. Jordan back down in the down position. Bottom position. Same move again. He's going to stand up.
Blocking legs. He's only got, like I said, 5 seconds to try to mat return him. Jobson's going to try to motor here right now and scramble, get him free.
Good scramble there by Jobson with the reversal. He now leads 4-0 with 1:40 left in the second period. Good leg control there.
So a lot of times guys get mat returned, they get slammed down to the mat, and they just kind of collapse there and lay there. That's like the best time to try to scramble and get out, as you saw Jobson. So here he goes, he's jaked the leg, so he's hooked it with his own leg. And he's trying to turn his body, getting near fall. He's just got to kind of circle towards the head right here.
The shock and awe effect.
So he's going to work a butcher here. There's something we haven't said yet. And he's going to transition to a front headlock and get back behind just so he doesn't lose any points right there. 1 minute and 3 seconds left. Jobson's still up 4-0.
Yeah. It's a good heads-up decision.
There's a cheap tilt right there. And he's still getting back points right there. He might get, ref says no, not long enough call, not enough count there.
46 seconds left.
Now he's working an arm bar. So, you know, Jobson's match so far, we've probably said the most amount of different moves.
Yeah.
Which just goes to show his toolbox and his ability.
Forget toolbox. He's got the whole hardware store.
Oh, yeah. It's been great. And, I mean, you can see that he's been under control so far, been able to control, working an arm bar, driving
good
it forward.
Quick feet there. I mean, that's just, I mean, to all the younger wrestlers, you know, maybe younger siblings watching from home, just look at his feet go. I mean, that may be the one thing that translates between all sports, is what separates good players from great players is their footwork.
Oh, yeah. Nice control from Jobson, 4-0. Now, he's been wrestling great, but we're still, you know, coaches are still putting the pedal down, trying to get him to pin, trying to get him to pin.
Yeah.
So we're starting neutral. Oak Harbor choice, neutral. Parker's choice to go neutral.
Good quick hands there from Jobson.
So now the difference between Jobson's shot right there is just he's shooting open, shooting out, not shooting straight underneath the guy.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of getting a feel for it.
I see a little bit of a cow catcher here from Jobson. Good sprawl there.
We're going to front headlock and look at near cradle. So your coach is yelling, head in the hole, chase the cradle. Head in the hole, chase the cradle.
It's 2 points awarded.
He's going to try and scoop that arm bar on the left side. Unable to, so he's going to keep the cross wrist. Try to work his bar up in there.
I mean, he never keeps his hands in one spot for too long. He's always looking for something different.
He's just working far shoulder. Now he's sinking to a
There
half.
we go.
He's going to get near fall here. Hopefully he can squeeze that tight and just settle. He's got 55 seconds left to just keep cinching, keep tightening it down.
Parker not wanting to give up the pin. And it looks like it could be it here.
You can see Jordan's doing a great job of lifting Parker's head up so he can't bridge at all.
Yeah.
Jobson's got it pretty loose right now. Coach Lomsdale trying to get him to tighten it down and just keep cinching on it, keep cinching on it.
Still hasn't gotten the near fall points.
So now he's on his belly, he'll award those near fall points. There's
There we
3 for him. So he's got a 9-0 lead. So at least now it's a major decision. He's winning by 8 or more points. So our team will get 4 points 9 seconds left in the round.
I may just wait this one out. I'll try to get to Rash.
It's a good showing for Jobson. I mean, that's still a great match from Jordan. I mean, wrestled soundly. So there's 4 points for us. So Oak Harbor's going to take a 16-3 lead.
Now 132 pounds for the Wildcats, Jaden Bunning. And for the Seahawks, Siler Swain.
So as you heard, 132 pounds, Jaden Bunning from Oak Harbor. Siler Swain, younger brother of graduate Aiden Swain, wrestling, 132 pounds.
Good choice of intro music.
Who's that, Foo Fighters?
Yeah, a little bit. Good aggressive start here from Burling. Good shot there by Swain, able to get a double leg control.
Nice job, take
down
down
to the mat. That's 2 for Swain.
So his headgear slipped off. The ref's going to let everything happen until maybe they come neutral.
Yep.
Or Swain just gets to a spot where he's just got control and there's nothing doing.
You'd see there Swain was able to grab the right leg of Burling and able to take him down with that, that right leg not able to keep up with the left leg and the rest of the body. Swain able to let go of that leg control.
Oh, just go head high and half. Head high and half right here. Head high and half. If he just runs off his feet to the right, be put in a half. There we go. Just keep running your feet.
Oh.
He's got to get out to the side. Otherwise, he can get a head and arm right here, which now he's got the head and arm. Now Siler's going to fight. Siler's got to fight. That's pretty great from Swain.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on right there.
Just the quick thinking of what, okay, I've done this move, I've gotten this position, maybe it's something that I like to do following that next move. I can't do here. I gotta adjust my strategy here.
And shout out to Randy Audette, our official tonight, because a younger official would say, oh, that was a 2-point reversal. Oh, and another 2-point reversal. Well, Randy's just making sure everything's settled, and at the end of the day, there's no change. Swain's still got control. It's still 2-0, 21 seconds left. And somehow managed to fix his headgear.
Yeah. Good waist control here by Swain. That'll be the end of the first period. Swain leads 2-0.
Oak Harbor's going to get the choice here. Oak Harbor's going to pick bottom. Siler Swain from Anacortes is up 2-0 over Jaden Bunning from Oak Harbor.
Anacortes leads 16-3 as a team in the anchor duel.
So no change. Siler still in control. Wrestles are out. They'll stay in that same position.
Swain back on top.
Nice double thigh pry. Swain's got a near wrist, kind of trying to coach at Lonsdale and tell him to jam. Trying to jam him forward, trying to break him down to a hip.
Yep.
Now Swain's got an arm bar, slipped out right there, trying to get back to another arm bar.
Yeah, and he's got it.
Bar and wrist. Now he just got to take his time driving forward.
Yep.
He's going to take a shoulder to his ear, maybe a big step over his head.
Almost there.
Big step and then settle.
Yeah. Just can't make any rash decisions here. Just got to take what's given to you.
Oak Harbor's hooking the leg so Swain can't walk around the head.
Yep.
So Swain's going to try to have to kick that out and then take a big step out forward around.
And he's able to. He's got the kick out. Burling able to get up to his knees. Bunning, excuse me. Swain's still forcing that head down. Bunning able to get a leg in.
Swain just with a crossface, just bad position for O'Carver. Swain getting some back points, trying to lock up on that head and arm. He's going to get back points here if he can settle and squeeze. He can get the fall here. 6 points for O'Carver, Anacortes. 21 seconds. So there's a near fall. Swain did a good job of keeping his left arm in that arm bar, so now he can try to get some more.
13 seconds.
This looks a little bit stronger. Bunny trying to step over, trying to float his hips. Swain, good job covering back up. Nice job by Swain.
In there.
3.9 seconds left in the second period. Swain with the fall, the pin. 6 points for O'Carver. They take a 22-3 lead over O'Carver.
At 138 for the Wildcats.
So overall, so far, a nice dominating start. All pins for O'Carver, all pins for Anacortes, 1 decision for O'Carver.
Elijah Kennedy up for Anacortes.
He's going to be taking on Joel Christofferson, wrestling 138 right here. So Elijah Kennedy, another sophomore. I mean, we are a sophomore heavy group right here.
The 16-3 sophomore, when asked about his favorite quote, he says, "Life's a garden, dig it."
It's a little Joe Dirt reference right there. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot and say most high school students have never seen Joe Dirt. But Joe Dirt is one of my favorite movies.
Is that David Spade?
Oh, no, you're proving my point.
Yeah.
Yes, it is David Spade.
Okay, see, at least I know that part. Yeah.
There you go.
Jeez, I might have homework.
I can keep working with you.
Alrighty.
No change, no takedown. Stall warning for Green. Elijah, he's got to have to work forward. Anytime you're backing out, you're going to be given a warning for stalling. So he's still backing out here. Coach going to be yelling, forward, move forward, pressure, circle. Still working backwards, so he's got to have to be careful he doesn't go step out of the circle here.
Yeah.
He's got a front headlock right here working. O'Carver doing a good job hanging on that arm, sucking down that elbow.
Both are doing a good job of staying upright.
Elijah could get something here. He's got an advantage right here, head in the hole.
He's
just got to scramble now. He's got to scramble back to the front headlock. No takedowns yet. 36 seconds in the first period. Not working the front headlock again.
It's all tied at 0-0.
I believe he's got the cradle locked up. All he's got to do is just drive forward. If he just gets 2 points right here, we just want him to get control now. There's 23 seconds.
Yeah. He's able to get those hips around.
There's the 2 points awarded.
2-point takedown for Kennedy.
12 seconds.
Yeah. Christofferson has control of that left leg of Kennedy.
Working to get some near fall. If Elijah can elevate that leg, hook that leg, he can get some near fall.
Almost had that crossface.
No near fall, no near fall. If you saw Randy Audette gave him a 1 count, no points for near fall there. Elijah's going to be up 2-0. It's going to be Anacortes' first choice. They're going to defer the choice to the third period, so O'Carver's going to get the choice right here. O'Carver coach is thinking about it. He's going to go neutral. 2-0 lead for Elijah Kennedy. Ooh,
good early shot right there by Christofferson.
Nice ankle pick.
It's tied 2-2 now. Start of the second period.
I mean, sometimes it's razzle-dazzle, sometimes just catching the guy off guard right there. Totally caught Elijah off guard. Now O'Carver, Joel Christofferson, leg riding here, getting some near fall. No points for near fall there. Elijah's got to try to pop that elbow off his face, off his head.
Job there by Elijah. Now I didn't see, will near fall points be awarded here shortly?
No near fall. Gave him a 1 count, stopped counting. Elijah was able to get back to his base, so he won't go on a 1 count there. If he got to 2, then he'd get 2 points right there or higher. Elijah's tripoding, trying to shake him off his head.
It's a good job there.
Nice job, Elijah. Should get 2 for a reversal right there. He's going to give him 1, so no reversal, but he's going to give him a loss of control. So the word escape or loss of control are interchangeable right there. Yeah. So whether he got away from there or...
Depending on who you're rooting for.
So we'll go 3-2 now. Elijah's got the lead. No ankle picks from Oak Harbor. Elijah's going for a knee tap right there. Joel Christofferson just moving there, able to get the takedown. 4-3 lead for him. 46 seconds left in the second period. Elijah's got to be awake and ready for some legs to go in right here. He's trying to tripod, shake him off. He's pretty high. He's just got to be weary for there's a leg right there. So Elijah's just got to be able to defend that a little bit more. So they're going to restart right here. Elijah's on bottom. So if I'm Coach Lonsdale and I'm yelling, hey, catch the leg, catch the leg. So when he goes to try to stick that leg in, he's got to try and uppercut, try to hook that leg.
Grab and just suck that leg in.
Elijah trying to get a switch right here. He's high again. Elijah's just got to get ready to catch that leg as soon as he drops to a knee.
Yeah. Elijah very good at that tripod. I mean, if you see him up close and you look at his forearms, I mean, you'd think he runs around on all fours all day. I mean, forearms are almost as big as his biceps.
7 seconds left. Elijah's really going to try to scramble right here. If he just moves, no points awarded. No points awarded, out of bounds. 3 seconds left. I mean, there was about 2 or 3 more feet of mat right there in the circle. I think Elijah might have had a little reversal there.
Yeah.
So 3.5 seconds left.
Yeah, just the way the cookie crumbles. These two guys are
Elijah
really
with the switch. He might get a loss of control. Loss of control. That's great for us.
There you go.
That's great. That's great. 3.5 seconds being able to get 1 point, stealing a point. So that's like,
just on your way out, thank you, that'll be mine.
Did you watch the Georgia-TCU game? Georgia got the ball back in the second quarter with like 40 seconds left and scored again. They just stole another 7 points. That's kind of that same concept.
Yeah.
So Elijah got the choice here. It's tied 4-4. Elijah went down. If he can swing over, he'll get a reversal here and near fall. He's just got to try and get behind. No near fall. 6-4 lead for Elijah.
Yep. Good waist control there. Trying to work that wrist on the right side. Maybe go for an arm bar.
Elijah working the near wrist, trying to get it out on his back.
There's the arm bar.
It's tough. He's got to try to give up 1 point. Good. So here, situationally, we're up by 2 points. So Elijah's thinking, okay, if I start to lose something, I got to get it. I just got to give him an escape. Because if I try to hold on to it and he gets a reversal and I get in bad position, it's tied. Exactly.
Yeah, rather give him the 1 point than the 2.
So you hear coaches yelling, 1, not 2, 1, not 2, and that's exactly what they're talking about. Elijah going to try and tilt him here. He's getting some back points. That's a great tilt right there from Elijah. In the cheap tilt from standing.
5 count there for Mr. Official.
So Elijah can hold this as long as he wants. He's probably not going to be able to pin the guy. Unless he readjusts like he just did. So once he bellies out, he still has the same move, so he's not going to give him a new 3 count. Elijah's just got to settle his hips, just keep controlling, keep sucking down.
It's like Christofferson may be able to get the bridge here, and he's able to roll back over his stomach. I mean, great job defending here by Christofferson. I mean, he did get those 3 for the
for that near fall right there,
But he wasn't able to get pinned there.
Exactly. So first stalemate of the night so far. So if there's ever a position where both guys have the same thing, or we're in a situation where no one has an advantage and we're stuck there for a few seconds, no one's getting any movement, the ref will just stop and restart from whatever position they were in, either neutral or referee's position. So Elijah, with 23 seconds left in the match, is up 9-4. Hopefully he can get this near fall and make it a major decision.
There's the 5 count there for the near fall.
That's great. So he's going to have a 12-4 lead. That'll be 8 points and a major decision. So if he can just ride this out right there, that's just fine.
3 seconds left.
So for anyone who thinks about stalling, this is a great place to just catch your breath. Because if you got the guy in a pinning combo, you can hold it. So there's a major decision right there. 12-4 is the final. So that'll bring us up to a 26-3 lead for Anacortes.
Ezekiel Egley. And for the Seahawks, Logan Baumgartner.
Danger Zone. Good
Yeah.
walkout song. Logan Baumgartner representing Anacortes. Ezekiel Egley representing Oak Harbor. Ezekiel the senior. Logan the, can you guess what grade?
Sophomore.
The sophomore.
There you go. Yeah, if you're betting at home and who's the sophomore or, you know, any other classman, just go with sophomore. Talked to Ezekiel before the match. He's got an 8-5 record, and when asked about his mentality on the mat, he said, "I came, I saw, and I conquered." See if
you can conquer tonight, or if Logan keep him from doing that. He's got the near cradle locked up. Logan's going to try and break that lock.
Logan has a 5-7 record.
Still no takedown, no advantage for anyone. Logan's just going to try and walk his hips up forward, try to climb the body. There's a takedown for Logan. Nice job for Logan. Logan working a spiral, looking to get a wrist. Good hips from Logan. Out of bounds, restart. 1 minute, 5 seconds on the clock. Logan was on top, so they'll restart in that same position. 2-0 lead for him.
So you see some of these guys have, knee pads on. And I know one of the, I believe that was Gabe Ellerson, had the one knee brace on. But tell me about Logan's knee brace deal. Is that a injury related? Has he been dealing with a little bit of knee trouble throughout the season?
Yeah, so Logan's had some knee issues in the past as a wrestler, and so he luckily in the off season healed and has just kind of been preventative with these knee braces on. So most guys have knee braces or knee pad because that's typically
on the leg that they shoot with.
Exactly. So
they'll drop that knee. And, to gain control of either the single or the double leg.
So those knee pads slide a lot easier on the mats than, your skin does.
Yeah.
So typically that's...
Yeah, you think carpet burn's bad. Mat burn.
Yeah. Nice head and arm from Logan. Getting some near fall here. Now head and arm a lot of times gets a bad rap because a lot of times it's a move that if it's not done correctly, can lose you some matches. Logan hits a great head and arm. He takes a 7-1 lead in the first period. It's a lot of scoring that's happened in the first period.
Yeah.
So Carver's going to get the choice right here. Coach is thinking about it. They're going to defer to Logan. Coach Lonsdalen says down, so Logan's going to start in the down position. Up 7-1 over Ezekiel Egley from Oak Harbor.
Two minutes on the clock to start
attempt.
the second period.
Good stand up from Logan, working hands. Nice back trip from Oak Harbor. So as you can see that on that mat return, that back trip, that's when Logan wants to really step it up and start moving.
Maybe try to get his hips around, get a reversal.
Exactly, hit a switch. A lot of times you'll hear people say, get ready to hit a switch. So when you're getting returned, to hit a switch. Ezekiel looking to bar that arm up. It's kind of the wrong direction. Dropping to a front headlock.
For that leg control.
So right there, Logan's got to try to hit a switch as he's going down to the mat.
Yeah, like you said, just try to get those hips around.
Oak Harbor looking to ball and chain up against Logan. Now we've had cross wrists. Our team typically works on hammer locks, cross wrists, but the ball and chain. So you're basically forcing the guy who's down. You're forcing your opponent's hand down between his legs, and you're grabbing onto it. So it's almost trapping his arm. So he's got a ball and chain. Loses it. Working hammerlock, slides to an arm bar on the left side. 26 seconds left. Still no points yet for Oak Harbor. Logan's still up 7-1. He's going to get some back points right here. 18 seconds left. Logan just got to hold off for the short time and get the restart in the third period.
Yeah. Ezekiel Egley, the senior, is just extremely quick out here. I mean, just with how quickly he's able to get his hips around.
3 seconds left. Logan's going to have to fight here. 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, save. Great.
Good job
Great.
by Logan.
So he gives up 3 points here, but he's still up 7-4. 7-4 to start the third period. It's going to be Oak Harbor's choice here.
It's like Egley is going to like to be in the down position. Or the bottom, rather.
Logan and Ezekiel are both doing an equally decent job on top, riding. Logan's just going to have to keep changing, transitioning.
Yep.
Gave up 1 point there on the escape. Attempt for a head and arm. There's the head and arm. Takedown for Ezekiel. He's going to get some back points right here. If Logan can just push on his hip, get his hips away, he can get out of this head and arm. Coach is yelling.
It's tied up 7-7 with 1:20 left. Ezekiel looking for the pin here. Logan trying to get his hips around, looking for that, trying to find that leg of Egley.
There's an escape for Logan. So it's going to be 10-8. Another head and arm.
Quick takedown there for Egley. He's looking for that arm, waist there, excuse me. A quick just.
A big flurry after all that.
Yeah.
We got a 12-7 score. Egley's up 12-7.
I mean, he's just so quick out there with just getting his feet around. I mean, granted, there is, you know, a 2-grade difference here and a possible, you know, 3-year age gap, but
I mean, you can see the momentum changing. Kind of at the start, it was fairly even. Egley now feeling that momentum come. Iranian right there. Getting some more back points here.
Yeah.
16 seconds left. Right now, as it sits, it's a 4-point lead. He's going to get 3 near fall. It's going to be 7 points, which is going to be another decision. We just can't give up a pin in these last 6 seconds.
Good wrist and head control there by Egley, just working him around. And the time will run out.
So just like that, too, 7-1 lead going in to the second. Egley gets a comeback.
Second period, yeah, and then goes and scores.
Just rattles off 14 points right there to win 15-8. And another decision. So, I mean, good news, bad news. Good news, we only give up a decision there. A win by 7 or less points.
Yeah.
So Oak Harbor only gets 3 points for their team. Bad news is, you know, we start off with a 7-1 lead and lose that in the end right here. So here we go. Rogan Burbank, he's not a sophomore. He's a freshman.
Wow.
But he's been showing a lot of promise over the years. He's got a nice, tough match here. Yeah. Wrestling Cameron Reyes with a quick takedown and the leg ride.
2-point takedown for Hatfield.
Excuse me. It's Percy Hatfield. So Percy Hatfield's a really strong 3A wrestler. Saw him at state last year representing Oak Harbor. So this is a great test for Rogan. Coach Lomsdale's probably talking, you know, Rogan, we want you to just wrestle tough. We want to wrestle hard. First choice, first goal, don't get pinned. Second goal, don't give up a major decision or a tech, which Percy Hatfield is capable of. He's working a leg ride really well. Yeah. You can just see the calmness on Percy right now. Comfortable with leg riding.
Yeah.
Rogan trying to work his base.
Almost able to get it. There he does. Hatfield.
Working a head lever, trying to work to an arm bar. or a hammer lock.
Yeah.
Ref's going to keep an eye on Rogan's shoulder, try to keep him safe. Also stop it if his shoulder gets in any kind of a weird spot.
Hatfield able to shoot that leg in.
Ducking the arm.
Good bridge there by Rogan.
He's able to sink.
.26 seconds left in the first period. Rogan fighting in there, trying to bridge up. And a pin. Good job there by Hatfield. Taking the
great representation. I know that I would say Percy Hatfield, just from experience of coaching, knowing that he's one of Oak Harbor's toughest wrestlers right there. So here we go. One of our top wrestlers here, James Fredericks.
Yep. 14-5 record.
He's going to be wrestling Cameron Reyes. So with that pin, Percy Hatfield brings the lead to 14. Yep. Closes the lead. It's 26-12 now, Anacortes.
Cameron Reyes is 10-7 for the season. James is one of those guys that I'm pretty sure he's been wrestling since the day he could walk. Maybe even before that.
And he is one of our seniors. He's been wrestling for 9 years.
There you go.
And James is looking. He's sort of on a revenge tour of sorts. Last year, his state participation was snuffed out in our regional tournament. So that for postseason here, which we're coming up on in a couple of weeks, we'll have our district tournament, which is going to be hosted this year at Cedar Woolley High School. Yeah. There's a stall warning now.
Yeah, good way to finish out your senior season.
Exactly. Yeah. James said wrestling's taught him what it means to be disciplined. It's shown him what it takes. It takes more than just wanting something to achieve it. It takes a lot of hard work. As he's working for position here, looking to take a shot, looking to finish. Jake in the leg on the way down. He's going to pressure in. No takedown yet, no takedown. Good position by both wrestlers. James eventually is going to get the takedown. 2 points there for James with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the first period. So he's jaked the leg. So essentially he's just hooked that leg, and he's not allowing Reyes to be able to belly out and just call it a Jake leg. Who's Jake? Couldn't tell you. Gives up the Jake leg, working a near wrist, jamming forward. That's a great jam. Hooking the leg. He's going to work a hammer lock here. He's going to go back to jam. Reyes doing a good job of getting that hand back.
Yeah. Great wrist control there by James. As I said, he just breaks it, and Reyes is able to grab that near leg. James over there looking for coaching advice.
There's an escape for Reyes. We got 2-1. Now, one of the things we talked about was watching Percy Hatfield wrestle, how calm, cool, collected he was on top, leg riding.
Good shot there by James.
He's going to climb the body.
Leg, climb the body.
He's just going to look to push his head, post a shoulder. He's getting near fall right here.
7 seconds
which is
left.
Great. James is just going to hold that until he gets three points. There's a half. Good. He can just ride out this period, take his 3 points. Nice job. So when James earlier was working that near wrist or that hammer lock, you can see he was kind of working a little too quickly. Things were slipping around, sliding, and he lost the hammer lock, gave up the escape. So he's going to go 7-1 lead right here. Reyes defers the choice to James. James is going to pick bottom. Winner of this duel tonight is going to get to take home the coveted Anchor Duel trophy. James hitting a switch to start off. Just going to keep sinking, keep turning his body, keeping that leg. Reyes working good with his hips, staying high. James is going to try and keep his hips higher. Ref might call stalemate here if nothing changes. Nice job, James, floating his hips around. Yep. Good motion. There's a reversal for James. 9-1 lead for James. So at this point right now, it's a major decision.
So the only thing better would be a pin.
Or a technical fall. If he's ahead by 15 points, yes. You get a technical fall.
So is a technical worth the same as a pin?
It's only worth 5. It's only worth 5 team points.
And the pin is 6.
6, right.
There you go.
So that same scoring, in tournaments. James is going back to the hammerlock. He's just got to slow down here now. He's got control of the wrist. He's going to scoop his head.
Reyes.
Scoop the head. He's going to punch underneath his arm. Ray's doing a good job fighting it out. James is going to punch under the arm.
James is a very technical wrestler, really.
Ray's doing a great job. James is going to probably loses the hammerlock. Now he's going to try barring that arm. He's going to scramble right here, get back behind. Whizzer in, both wrestlers whizzer in. Got to keep your hips high. No change.
Almost lost control there, but able to rein it back in.
Back to the starting position. Ray's started down here. James on top again, 9-1. 37 seconds left. So James is going to look to ride him out. Maybe sneak a couple more back points in here if he can turn him.
Good hip control there, waist control there by James. Trying to work that hip over. Ray's going to grab that wrist, try to gain control.
Now James has got an arm bar. He's got 16 seconds. He's going to try and drive. Capture that wrist on the right side, drive over.
Just bring that wrist in. He's going to switch his momentum there a little bit, try to catch Reyes off guard.
So rather than give up that the reversal, James just kind of settled to drop to a leg, finish out the period, not giving up any more points. So Reyes is going to get the choice here to start the third period. James is up 9-1, and Reyes is going to choose. Reyes is going to choose bottom. Lonsdale talking about pressure and forward here. Going for a bump chop, chop and jam. Pressure and forward, keeping that pressure forward on his shoulder, on Ray's shoulder, keeping him down. He's got a cross wrist, looking to bar it, working a head lever. So it's just a great transition. He's got the head lever. He's going to try to transition that either to a hammerlock or an arm bar.
Unable to get that arm bar on the left side there. Still has control of that near side leg. James able to
back to the hammerlock. If you can cross face him to his back, he's going to have to float his hips. Ray's doing a good job scrambling.
And that'll be a reversal for Reyes.
And out of bounds. Restart now. James is going to be down off of the reversal, so we got a 9-3 lead for James. 6-point lead, so at this point we're looking at a decision, 3 points for James if you can win. Try to stretch the lead right here to 8 or more points or pin the guy.
Minute 7 left in the third period.
Sitting out. James is looking to capture a leg. Reyes has got to have a little more urgency here. He's looking like he's just complacent right now with where he's at, but he's down 6 with 48 seconds left. At the same time, James has got to look to try to stretch that lead out.
Yeah, he really pedaled to the metal. It's kind of the goal here for the Seahawks tonight.
Reyes has got his right leg in and across. He's trying to work a half Nelson off the leg ride. 29 seconds left. So right now, James is fine as long as he just doesn't give up any back points. It'd be great if you can get a reversal and stretch the lead to 8 points,
James
make it a major decision. If you can tripod at this point, shake him off his legs.
Unable to do so.
5 seconds.
Falls back down.
So James will take a decision, so 3 points for Anacortes.
The best thing that could have happened out of those last maybe 15 seconds there. Reyes not willing to let go.
And for the Seahawks, Rylan Lang.
So he looks like a senior and wrestles like a senior, but he is in fact
sophomore.
A sophomore. We got Rylan Lang, younger brother of coach and former state placer Gavin Lang, son and nephew of some stud Oak Harbor wrestlers.
And a pretty good outside linebacker.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Pretty violent guy.
Yeah, likes his contact.
He's wrestling Brody Snyder from Oak Harbor, Jr. Ryland does a great job of attacking after the opponent attacks. Snyder trying to hit him in a cow catcher.
Use that momentum against him. Ryland being very patient here, waiting for his right shot.
You can hear older brother Gavin giving commands from the side, from the coaching corner over here. Good pressure. No points yet, just hand fighting, position fighting, a couple attempts. Ryland snaps to a front headlock. Coach Lomsdalen pleading to get his head in that hole underneath him, chasing the cradle. At the very least, he's got to try and score 2 points, get a takedown, spin in behind. Nothing doing. Nice duck out from Oak Harbor's Brody Snyder. Time.
Maybe a
little blood time. Someone's got some blood.
While the trainers deal with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch!
Great timing. Here we are on the restart. They got the blood all cleaned up. I'm a little nosebleed. I mean, very common.
No blood, no foul.
No man wrestles Ryland Lang and leaves without bleeding a little bit.
Yeah.
On the restart, 23 seconds left. Nice ankle pick. Got a high single. Looking to take down Ryland.
Ryland able to get right back up.
Quick takedown for Brody.
11 seconds left.
Ryland able to float his hips around. No change, no change. 1 point escape for Ryland.
Lang now only trails by 1. And that'll conclude the first period. May have another blood time.
A little bit more blood. Coach Lomsdalen giving a little bit of coaching. Coach Lang giving him a little bit of coaching on their sideline. Telling Ryan to keep his hands, quit reaching a little bit. A lot of times when you start reaching is when you're susceptible to getting shot, especially those low singles. Brody Snyder able to get a nice ankle pick right there, take the lead with a 2-point takedown and giving up a 1-point escape to Ryland to end the period. So we got a 2-1 lead for Brody. Brody and Ryland wrestle in the 170-pound weight class.
Still gonna have that blood time, or
no? Just
trying to figure out where they're wanting to go.
Yes, Mr. Audette forgot whose choice it was. Had to go to the scores table. Oak Harbor is going to start on bottom. Brody's going to start on bottom. Ryland starting on top.
Lang, the big
nice
slam
mat
there.
Return. Nice mat return.
Here, Lomsdale there, asking where the knee is. Like you said earlier, not wanting to have the knees on the mat. Minute 38 seconds.
Escape for Snyder is going to have a 3-1 lead right here.
Lang still trying to set up a shot. Good shot there, just right on the border.
Brody letting him back in the center.
Mutually beneficial.
Ryland working an underhook here, looking for a knee pick. Locked up, over under. Nice slam by Ryland. Straight to the back, and he gets some back points.
And just like that, going into a minute left in the second period.
Pin
Ryland
clap, and there's the pin.
Trailing by 2 with a minute left in the second period. And just turns it around into a fall.
Another 6 points for Oak Harbor, and they stretch their lead back out 35-12. 35-12.
Up next we have Mackay Oakley and Miles Erickson.
For the Seahawks, Mackay Oakley.
Miles Erickson, 8-3. His quote of, mentality on the mat is, "Some may beat me, but they have to bleed to do it." Mackay with a 10-9 record. Another football player.
And a quick takedown for Mackay. There's a cheap tilt. He's going to get some back points right here. Out of bounds. I didn't see the count, so he's going to get 2 points of near fall. So Mackay just like that, up 4-0 with 1:39 left.
Good defense there by Erickson. Oakley looking to shoot his head underneath. Can control that wrist. Erickson able to get up on his feet, trying to break Oakley's hold. Gets one leg free. There's the second. And there's the reversal.
2-point reversal for Erickson.
And get that leg ride.
Nice shot for Miles. Nice sit out. Duck for Mackay. Looking to try to score, get an escape or reversal. Going to try to sag his hips. Hooking the leg, trying to break him down. He's got to break his grip now on his legs.
Erickson not wanting to let go there. There's one hand.
Mackay, another sophomore. Working a front headlock, head in the hole. He's going to have to drive forward, get him on his hip. Erickson on his knees.
Erickson doing a great job of keeping his hips square with Oakley's.
No change there, no change there. 32 seconds left. Mackay still up 4-2. The sophomore versus Miles Erickson, the senior from Oak Harbor.
Erickson getting his hips over.
There's the leg ride. Oak Harbor, I've been surprised and impressed with how many of the wrestlers have been leg riding.
Yeah, they like the leg rides.
Here's the end of the first period. Mackay's going to take a 4-2 lead into the second. Oak Harbor's going to get the choice. They're going to choose down.
Erickson to start on down position. Oakley on up. Good sit out there by Erickson. Unable to quite get out. There's another sit out.
Mackay's going to have to keep
get
following his hips.
Good escape there by Erickson. There's the reversal.
And Mackay's looking for one himself. If he can get around behind, there's a reversal for him.
There's a reversal.
6-4 at the end of all of that. Mackay's going to try to stick him on his back, and if he can sink a half, if he can get his arm up and sink a half, he can try to turn him.
Erickson unable to get his leg over there. Mackay leads 6-4 with minute 20 left to go. Second period. Oakley looking
Mackay's
for that cross wrist.
Tilt again. Second time now. Mackay just his awareness. I mean, he's a younger wrestler, and he's just tried a cheap tilt again, and he'd get near fall for both of those tilts, but unfortunately he was right on the line, about out of bounds.
Well, to give credit where credit is due, I don't think Mackay or any of these guys are young wrestlers. I mean, they're young students, but
true.
I mean, these guys have been wrestling for, this is their main sport. I mean, other than football, I'd think, but football and wrestling, they kind of go hand in hand for some of these guys.
And that's a good point. I mean, that's a great plug for like we said earlier, any football players that want to get better. wrestling's gonna make that happen.
Well, depending on which coach you ask. You ask Coach Pestar, he's going to say rugby. Hasn't quite gained the traction here. But
Erickson working a leg ride and trying to run a half. Excuse me. No leg. Mackay's moving, scrambling, looking to get a reversal. If he can get his head up and out.
Oh. 20 seconds left to go here in the second period. Erickson trying to get back on his feet. And Mr. Audette is going to call that out of bounds. 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. All tied up at 6.
It has been a great match tonight so far.
It has. Yeah, I'm thoroughly entertained.
A little bit of everything. Some throws, some good matches, some quick matches. Kai Erickson sucking him back, getting some near fall right here. Kai's just going to have to turn.
And that concludes the second period.
2 points in near fall for Miles. Mackay's going to get the choice here. He's going to choose down. So he can choose the bottom position. He's going to be down by 2 points.
Miles Erickson definitely a leader on this team. As I was trying to get records and quotes from these guys, he was more than willing to get everybody situated into a line and, you know, get them through as quick as possible before these matches. Very down-to-earth guy. He's working that wrist control there. Oakley able to break it.
If Mackay can float his hips up.
Oakley ties it at 8
sink a
now.
half in. He could get some near fall here.
Let's see. There we go. Erickson able to capitalize over that. Oakley still has his right leg there.
.52 seconds left in the third.
Still tied up at 8. Erickson able to get square there. Has a single leg. I'm going to drop it down back to the mat.
Mackay's just got to keep wrestling right here. 35 seconds left.
Reversal there for Erickson. He leads 10-8 now.
Come on,
29
Mackay, get
seconds
up,
left
get
in
up.
the third period.
One escape for Mackay. 22 seconds left. Down by 1.
This may go down to the wire.
Coaches on the sideline on their feet. Wrestlers up on their feet, pointing to Mackay. You got to go. You got to go. Down 1 point.
Yep. See, this is.
He gets a takedown. That's it.
This
he gets
is
a takedown. That's a match.
Yep.
15 seconds.
This is where it defines you as an athlete and as a wrestler, especially. I mean, if you're able to push through this short time here, 7 seconds left.
Miles is going to get the takedown.
Yeah, this looks like it's Miles' match. Great wrestling from both. I mean, that could have gone either way.
Really could have.
Down to the wire there. I mean, Miles is able to score those 2 points.
Miles with another decision there. Another 3 points for Oak Harbor. Now, one of the big differences with just scoring, Anacortes has been able to get a lot of pins in their wins and major decisions.
Dash House up next for Anacortes in the 195 weight class, and he is going up against Carlos Hernandez. Good shot there by Hernandez. Even better defense by House. House able to get his hips around.
No takedown yet.
Takedown. A little bit of reset. Some hand fighting there. Good club by House. Gain control of that neck. Good snap by House.
If you can work
Better
the front
straw.
headlock.
There it
There's a
is.
go behind. He's got 2 points there for Dash.
Dash. Well, they didn't name him ironically. He's pretty quick out there. We gain control of that leg. Roll Hernandez out on his back. Hernandez able to belly out.
No near fall on that.
House sucking that wrist in.
Looking to just hold a cradle right here. He's getting some near fall. 3, 4, 5 count by the ref. There's 3 near fall points.
And the pin. Great job by House. And his quote for the day was, you know, a little wink to all the ladies watching at home.
For the Wildcats, Blake Riley. And for the Seahawks,
House now 4 and 5. And here's our big boys to the night.
Bigger. Oh, these are going to be the bigger boys.
First up is Avery Sykes against Kenneth Anguiano. Now this is start there for Sykes.
Avery with the head and arm.
Head and arm there. And is he able to get a pin?
This might be over pretty fast.
Near fall.
Avery Sykes, one of the seniors on the team.
Been wrestling for 5 years.
No change there, no change, but 3 near fall.
And there may be one for loss of control.
Loss of control. Bittersweet, because now at least I can talk about Avery a little bit. One of our seniors out on the team. Neutral, back neutral, back neutral. Blake Riley.
Excuse me.
Blake Riley's wrestling for Oak Harbor. Now this is Avery's first match at 220. Like I said earlier in the night, Avery was like about 240 to start the season, just slowly descending. There with a shot attempt is Avery. He's much happier wrestling guys who are 220 pounds and not 285 pounds.
I was about to say he looks. I mean, if you would have told me that he was, you know, this was his first meet, I wouldn't have believed you. You know.
Oh yeah.
At this weight class, I mean, he just looks so comfortable in this division.
So Avery, a state participant last year, he's hoping he gets another shot this year, getting through to the 220 weight class. There's another head and arm from Avery right
Good
to
mat
his back.
return there.
So there's 2 points. Looking for the fall right here.
There's the 5 count there.
Pin clap
and the pin.
And the pin.
Great job there from Sykes.
So for all our Seahawks fans, we are going to get a glimpse of the man, the myth, the legend, Garrett Bickley.
Garrett Bickley.
And for the Seahawks, Garrett Bickley.
So starting this match against Garrett, Anacortes has built a great lead, 47-15 over Oak Harbor for the anchor duel. Garrett's going to just look to muscle here.
Yeah, that's what Garrett does.
He's been really working on his patience, being in control, stalking wrestlers, moving forward slowly.
Yeah.
Here he works a front headlock, knee tap.
Yeah.
Right to a back, looking to get ahead. He's going to throw a half Nelson in if he can.
Yeah.
Or post his arm out.
Trying to work that arm. A lot of good hand fighting there. You know, you see these Russian, you know, wrestlers and boxers wrestling with grizzly bears.
There he's reset, readjusted. Now he's just got to kind of settle, sink in.
Here in Anacortes, he just wrestled against Garrett.
There's the pin.
Good job there by Bickley.
So Oak Harbor.
To his quote before the match, "I'm him."
Congratulations to Anacortes with a final 53-15 over Oak Harbor. Great showing for Anacortes, just all the wrestlers, even the losses. Great experience for some of our young wrestlers. Good tough matches for a couple guys, some great matches for some of our upper weights to just get a chance to show fans what we're about and being physical. Try to promote. Our best promotion is getting our matches to look just like this.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break after watching Oak Harbor Anacortes coaches and wrestlers walking through, giving handshakes, good sportsmanship for the Anchor Trophy. We'll be back for some analysis after this break.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week. There's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and steaks from 4 to 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
So
and we are back.
Great showing for Anacortes tonight, for our fans, for the community of Oak Harbor and Anacortes, just to see this dual increase in popularity. Just a good showing for wrestling. Jacob, I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are.
This was fun. I was joking around with my dad. I said that I was going to wrestle, going to announce wrestling. And he says, they're not allowed to use chairs, right? And I'm like, yeah, but this was fun. It was good to see these multi-sport athletes. Show a different type of skill set. A great crowd turnout, especially for the students. There was a lot more students here than I was anticipating. It was just raw entertainment.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that. A lot of teams, a lot of people, like I said earlier, kind of talk about, what's our go-to, like what's our philosophy, what's our style, and we saw tonight. There's just a lot of physicality from guys, great transitions from moves, technicality. Good to see our older wrestlers, our younger wrestlers, all wrestling tough. Crowd's still out here on the mats congratulating friends, kids, teammates. So it's great to see for this community wrestling alive and well here in Anacortes. Oak Harbor, it's slightly bittersweet for me just being an alum from Oak Harbor, but it's great to see that Oak Harbor, they still came in numbers. They're still doing some great things in Oak Harbor. It's good to see them, and we wish them the best of luck in the postseason. Luckily for both of us, they're a 3A school, so they'll be competing in a different tournament at the state level than we will be. But we'll see them again in some tournaments before postseason. A couple of great matches for Oak Harbor tonight too. Percy Hatfield had a great match. Cameron Reyes looked great. Also, Miles Erickson did great. It was great to see some of the leaders on our team too, older and younger, like I said. Talon Kerr, Rylan Lang, some of the guys who were kind of stepping up. James Fredericks, the leadership on our team tonight.
And there's the team hoisting the coveted Anchor Trophy, Anchor Dual Trophy, staying right here in Anacortes. Well earned for the Seahawks. Now you're talking, styles, and we, touched on it briefly. The style of I guess play that Oak Harbor really showed was they liked their leg rides.
Absolutely.
Even up into their, I think it was the 182. You had Miles Erickson still, trying to work that leg ride on Mackay, and there's just that certain coaching style. I don't know if that's that was the same when you were there, or if that's something that they've kind of switched to.
Even if leg riding was like you said, 182. I don't know the last time I was 182 pounds.
Yeah,
So I've never been a leg rider. They have kind of, I would say, changed a little bit in the last however long it's been since I've been in high school. I won't say.
Oh, 3 years. Come on.
Oh yeah. So we, thank everybody for watching tonight. It's been exciting. This is our last duel of the season. So hopefully people are either going to go to Cedar Woolley for districts. We are actually going to host the regional tournament this year. So there's going to be great wrestling all around, and hopefully get a bunch of our wrestlers to get to wrestle at state.
And not only wrestling, but boys and girls basketball this season. This same YouTube channel, AHS Live. You can find us on Facebook, I believe, if not YouTube. But if you have the link for the live stream of the night, you can share it on Facebook. Tell your friends, tell your family. We always love your support.
It's been great too. I do want to commend Mr. Thompson's class. You guys do a great job, and even for me, I live out of town, so it's great for me to be able to keep up on what's going on for basketball, volleyball, different sports going on, football, get to watch some games and see a lot of students with this production. So you guys are doing a great job with this, Jacob.
Our next live stream will be girls basketball Tuesday,
January 17th.
January 17th. Yes.
Unfortunately, I, Mr. Krause, will not be here.
Oh man,
I
think that'll be Parker Mong heading that one, and I can't remember who else. But we sincerely thank everyone for joining us tonight. It's been fun. And again, I'm Jacob Dickinson.
And I am Senor Corrales.
We look forward to seeing you again. Have a good night.